course. I'd love to come out and play it. I've heard great things about it. I talk golf on the radio all the time. As soon as I hear talk golf on the radio, I don't say I'll give you free spots or anything. I say, we talk a lot of golf on the show, and a lot of people have called in about your course. I'd love to come out and play. Oh, come out and play. We'll take care of it. We want you to see it.
That's what they say. Yeah. All right.
Let's put our golf where our mouths are.
Can you imagine?
I don't play a lot of golf courses that I don't know the person, though. I know most of the head pros at these courses.
How do you know? That's a reasonable question. How do you know all these pros?
First of all, I've been doing radio for 30 years. I did fairways and greens for 15 years. So we had golf pros on all the time, golf courses on all the time.
Yeah.
You get to meet people, you have connections, so you know people. Can I go play courses in Illinois if I wanted to?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Marcuso's out there.
Mark Marcuso.
I could call Cuz, and I could go out there and play. Arlington Greens. There's places I can go play if I want to play. I'm not bragging. It's just it just shows that I've been in this business so long. That's one of the perks is I got to meet a lot of people. Not a lot of money, but I got to meet a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh. Nice.
Okay. Never worked for me.
So if people get upset about that, I think free golf. Well, so what? I'm sure that, all your years of these people working at McDonald's, I'm sure you get out there with a double cheeseburger now and then, don't you?
Oh yeah, Burger King corporate knows me.
They do?
You got a lot of cheeseburgers?
Not in a good way. I've been written up there 3 times. So I was flagged on their watch list because they saw me, I think, taking a bunch of chicken fries home.
How much? Like handfuls?
I was making.
That got all the way up to corporate?
Yeah, the third one was I actually made 3 stacks of pancakes, like when I walked in there, like 6:30 in the morning on a Sunday, and I proceeded to just eat them and do absolutely nothing for like an hour and a half.
Oh, well.
They saw that on the cameras.
I would think, yeah.
My buddy J-Mac, who was my manager, sat me down, and we got high and talked about how funny it was.
He didn't care?
No, nobody cared there, dude. It was a fun place to work.
I expect they have to expect a little of that. Employees eating a little something every now and then.
There got to be. Yeah, it's like egg costs. Like when eggs are sold, distributed to grocery stores, like 5% is already given back to the distributor. They know it's
for loss or stolen.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Get the TMA mobile app and enable notifications so you don't miss a thing. See our content on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And stream us on the TMA mobile app and at TMASTL.com.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
Come back. Now, back to the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. The Post Sports Bar and Grill presents Iggy's Drops of the Week.
I see some persip.
Why don't you try to get a forecast right first before you pop off?
Oh, Peter.
I do have a lot of matted tufts.
I listened to a lot of NPR as a child.
I've never buried one of my girls.
I have to take a massive poop.
And I just walked in and said, can I get in on this? I was thinking of Mayo April.
Yep.
Well, there wasn't a producer in this city that could touch me.
How were your nipple clamps?
I wear a size 9, and I'm hanging fat dog.
I did make out with my first cousin. Happy birthday
Jack.
to you. And then I had to go, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you little small ween cuck. Get in the corner, suck your thumb, loser.
His pubis is kindling.
I was the tiniest of twinks back then. Are you into people watching you? I'd love to watch you guys have sex. We all breathe. I'm getting tired of this BS. I was the best at what I did for a very long time.
I couldn't get an erection until 2016. It was the strangest coincidence.
You can do whatever you want with me. I always try to match my hat with something I have on.
It's a cock.
Bidets are like the gateway to enemas.
Good point. Good point.
Don't be jumping into my territory, glue guzzler. My friend John Ashton was in that.
The stallion is out of the barn.
I almost didn't go to the induction to go to Los Lonely Boys. I'm riding the coattails of Tim. I don't want this a-hole to win.
Yeah, when you can see the crust. Now we can do one thing. When you can actually visibly see the crust.
You can keep a fire going for a week based on the tufts of your nether region.
The power got to my head a little bit.
You look so much like a Bruce.
By 16, you've got full shrubbery.
Was that a good idea? I'm not sure.
I pimp around.
The Rams defeat the Buccaneers to take on
49ers.
the 49ers.
I think you're doing a shoot.
That was another SportsCenter update driven by Johnny Londoff.
That was Iggy's Drops of the Week, presented by The Post.
Stay posted, my friends.
Hey, it's Jackson from Arcana. TMA listeners have a lot to think through financially. Saving for retirement and college while also paying bills and enjoying life along the way. Whether you're like me and starting your financial planning, or if you're already retired, call Mark Hanna. Mark works with you to design a strategy to do your finances right. It's a straightforward approach that starts with a 15-minute phone call to discuss your needs. Visit evergreenstl.com or give Mark a call at 314-889-0503 today. Mark Hanna offers securities through Equitable Advisors and insurance and annuity products through Equitable Network, LLC.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan of TMA, and I am thrilled to have new clients on board Longo Biggs Injury Law. CD Longo and Doug Biggs. And Doug, the thing I want our audience to know is that you guys are local and you guys are different. Tell our audience how you're different.
Yeah, Tim, both CD and I are from St. Louis area, born and raised in the South City area or the South County area, and we are also thrilled to be part of the TMA family now. If anyone signs up with us for an injury case, their case is treated like they are family. We get to know you, we get to know the ins and outs of your case, and make sure we represent you like you are part of our family. We're not like one of the large firms in the area who might take your case and just treat you like another number or another file. You'll get our personal attention. It's either CD and I who will handle your case directly. And if you are injured in an accident, please remember us. You can visit us at longobiggs.com, and that's Biggs with 2 G's.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Whoever said there's nothing new under the sun hasn't been to the new Press restaurant, located near Jefferson and 44 next to the Lucky Accomplice, and features the soon-to-be famous Smash Pizza. What's a Smash Pizza? It's a pizza stuffed with toppings, pressed, then topped with even more local farm ingredients. Located just 5 minutes from our baseball, hockey, and soccer venues, Press is open Thursday through Monday with daily specials 4 to 6, and they can cater your business lunch or dinner, with delivery available on Postmates and Uber Eats. Who says there's nothing new under the sun? Check out the new Press restaurant today.
Hey, TMA boys and ladies. Throw on some beads and celebrate Mardi Gras at the DB's Tents in Soulard, Saturday, February 18th. Party under the huge heated tent on the parade route in Soulard with a premium open bar, tons of private restrooms, and in and out access. Hello. Live music on the 360 Vodka stage from the Teenage Dirtbags, Mod Sun, and the Nitty Gritty Dirtbags. Giveaways on site courtesy of Johnny Brock's Dungeon Party Warehouse. Must be 21 or older. Tickets are on sale now. Get all the details and find the link to purchase your tickets for the Mardi Gras DB's Tent in Soulard at dbsportsbar.com. Brought to you by Jameson, High Noon, and Randall's Wines and Spirits. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, The Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
7:07 in St. Louis. You're listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After. We are in the Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. Michelob Ultra Studios, Timothy Michael McKernan, Douglas Elvin Vaughn, Kenneth Iggy Strode, Action Jackson on the 1s and 2s as the Plowhawk is vacationing today at Doug's place.
He's not vacationing, he's hiking. He's taking the day off to go on a hike. You're going to go on a hike when the temperature, the real feels anyway, are in the teens?
Oh, I like that, real feels.
Real feels, temperature, what, upper 20s right now?
Brutal.
You're going to hike?
I heard they may be canceling and just going to lunch.
That sounds better to me.
You have sources on that?
Yeah, I do.
KG in O-Town is in the Horton Watkins studio, while Jackson is in the Michelob Ultra studios. Good morning, KG in O-Town.
Morning, guys. Good to be here.
Well, isn't he chipper?
Yeah, he's the chipper chicken.
Yeah. Wow, he's just full of energy, despite a late night at the hockey game.
Ooh, we had a late one, Doug.
Yes, we did. But it was a good one. Another win for our side.
Doug, these Blues are only 6 points back of a playoff spot.
With 28 games to play.
How do you do?
It's way too early to give up.
How do you do?
But I guess they have given up if you trade Tarasenko at this point.
3-0 since he's been traded.
Yeah. And they're gobsmacking teams.
I like that. Man, I like that a lot. It's going to be an incredible story. I went by Bovada just because I'm like, oh, well, this is 2019 again. And before they beat the Devils 2 days ago, after they had won on Tuesday night, they were plus 10,000 to win. What do you call it, the Chalice?
Yeah.
What do you think they are now after beating the Devils?
9,000?
No, plus 10,000.
Oh.
You think it's going to matter that much?
No.
So if you want to throw 100 on it, and then when they have the parade down market, you can just throw hundreds out because you'll have 100 of them.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't feel like a Stanley Cup champion club.
Wow. You
But-
available for balloon party?
Yeah. Well, one never knows, does one?
Not off. Let's see what we got here. This new tradition on the show where people have their text ready and then they fire them in right at the outset of the program in the Engineer Design Facilities text inbox. I think I enjoy it. 314-881-TMA5. Let's see what we got. Aloha, Mr. Hand said, aloha. I hope you guys have a great show. Aloha. Wow, that's a nice...
He's from Hawaii?
I believe so. Show's gotten popular in Hawaii.
I don't know that it is.
Was there any puking last night at Casa Bacon? That's from TJ. I'm sorry. Iggy, you went on a date last night to see Jackal.
Yeah, there was no puking.
Nice.
She didn't come out of the house.
She didn't come out of the house.
Didn't come by the house. I went and picked her up. We had dinner, went to the show, and I took her home.
Just like that?
Pretty much.
Husband find out?
I said they're divorced.
Oh, they are divorced?
Well, separated. They're going to be divorced.
They will be now.
Well,
they weren't before.
there's no going back. I don't know. Somebody's not signing the papers. I don't know who, but...
Why do we just get little bits and pieces of the story?
Well, sometimes I'll tell you the story, and sometimes I don't really care.
Oh.
It was no big deal.
But things went well. It was a wonderful date.
Yeah, I mean, I know her. It's not like it was a blind date.
Had you gone on a date before?
Not date. I mean, I took her out to lunch a few times when she was still married, but...
That's a cock.
That is.
Yeah, I guess it would be a cuck. They're technically still married. I didn't do anything, though.
No.
So, it's not a cuck.
Did you want to do something?
Nah, really wasn't in the mood.
Really? Her loss.
Yeah, Jackal took it out of me.
Oh. That was a high-energy show, was it?
Well, it's Jesse James Dupree is always like his redneck self. You know, raucous crowd. Doesn't really put you in the mood for sex.
Really?
Yeah, put you in the mood for do a shot of bourbon, smoke a dart, and go to bed.
Oh, your ears still ringing? Is that loud?
They weren't that loud. I mean, it's like the back in the old days where they had all their equipment with them. It's not a huge venue.
Chainsaw there, bro?
Oh, always when he plays lumberjack at the end.
They start up a chainsaw.
They use it as a musical instrument.
It seems kind of dangerous to me.
Yeah.
To mix alcohol and chainsaws.
Yeah, I think it's more the noise. I'm not even sure the teeth work.
No, well, let's hope not.
Anyway, it was fun.
I come in peace. What happened to the drops of the week? It's from the weightlifting podcaster. Do we not do them anymore? I don't know. I guess we don't.
I don't even think we did cuts last week.
I don't know.
I think we did. I know we didn't do drops last week, but I'm pretty sure we did cuts.
Well, why not?
What are you looking at me for?
Well, I just wondered.
I don't. That's.
Huh? We used
Are
to
they
get 'em with...
are they edited and I didn't throw to them?
No.
Is that
No?
Okay.
I don't want to. I mean, Pablo's not here, but
he's hiking.
He's hiking. He is.
We used to get him
It's
with
like
producer,
20 degrees here.
with producer Pete. He would never forget.
Gangster Pete.
What Iggy? Those were, but Iggy would cut those.
Pete never did that. It was me.
Yeah. Well, why don't you?
Well, now
why
you're
did you
talking out
stop
of turn,
cutting them?
Doug.
It's not my job.
Oh. Well, whose is it?
Plowsy puts them together. There's his little book over there I gave him where he writes everything down.
Oh.
He's had the same book since we've been here, and
I
I don't
know.
know how he has that many pages.
I go through like
Also, look at his
10 books a year when I did it. He's the same book I gave him when we started.
Look at his handwriting.
Yeah.
It's just chicken scratch.
Maybe that's why he doesn't do it anymore. He can't read it.
Morning, boys. Quite the week I've had. Valentine's Day, I broke things off with my girlfriend. And later that night, a girl I had been previously texting with hit me up and wanted to hang out. She came over, and one thing led to another, and we had a great time. Such a great time, she came back the next day for another good time. Found out the next day she had ever broken up with her boyfriend. And I pulled the Ken Strode and I cucked her boyfriend, who I actually know from high school. Proud, Iggy? At this time, I am officially throwing my hat into the ring for the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month. I cucked a kid. I love the NBA, and my father is still banging Hot Wife Autumn. 2023 is the year of the Beer Cats family. That's from Lil Beer Cats, the founding father of the second generation of TMA listeners. Wow.
Oh, you got one thing in common with your dad. You both lie.
Ah!
Oh. This kind of felt like a Ken Griffey Jr. situation, following his dad to the big leagues. Playing on the same team even there for a while.
Yeah. Was that 89?
I don't know the years, Tim.
Well, Iggy, what do you think? I mean, this Beer Cats family. What if we were to have our first two winners be Beer Cats and Little Beer Cats in the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month? Unbelievable.
Well, that's his first text of the year, and it doesn't matter because it's you got to put in a submission.
Didn't he just do that?
No, you got to go online and put in a submission.
Oh, well, perhaps he'll do that.
You know, like when we had the conclave down in Jamaica, which I wasn't even aware of, but
yeah. Well, we only talked about it 100 times.
Well, you all voted for, 3 of you voted for a guy, so he already won. You didn't need anybody else's vote.
Yeah, legislation passed Congress.
Yeah, I mean, it's the majority. That's all that matters. But, you know, I would just find it odd if back in the day, me and my dad are texting into a radio show talking about our sexual conclave.
Conclave?
Or conquest.
Like, one time I shot, like, a cuckold scene with, like, my dad and my brother, and that was a lot of fun to shoot.
Hey, my dad called in about banging a hot wife. I'm going to call and tell him my escapades. Hey, I think it'd be a little weird.
Yeah, and one thing you don't need is a second generation of people badgering you.
Yeah.
Because that could land the final shot.
Well, it sure could.
Wow, the breathing is at an all-time high today. That's from Mr. Bojangles.
Yeah, well, I've been talking most of the time, so I'm exhaling as I talk. So
you're going to feel like an ass when we win the cup, Doug. Also, is this gal he was sitting in wait for the divorce? Is this the gal he was sitting in wait for the divorce?
English, do you speak it?
Stephen Wildwood.
It's writing it that he's struggling.
He was so. Is this the gal he was sitting in wait for the divorce? I don't know.
He was sitting with, maybe?
Possible.
I have no clue what that meant.
Did you dance at this concert?
No.
Sat quietly?
Stood quietly.
Tap your foot? Shake your head?
Yeah, probably a little bit.
Okay. Sing along with the band?
No.
Yeah, I'd probably bang Beer Cats, Brian Henshin, Indianapolis Star.
Yeah, well, no surprise there.
Oh.
Beer Cats' second generation has a lot in common with the first. Both really suck. That's from Ken's Wedding Coast. Who won that trip to Jamaica? That's from the O'Fallon Man Oyster. Doug, who won the trip?
I don't know.
I think 2 different people won the trip. I didn't know we were giving away 2 trips.
Yeah, that was also news to me. But yeah, we had 2
What a
winners.
treat.
Yeah, 2 winners, 2 trips. Both have been contacted. Both are very excited. So shout out to them.
God bless.
I mean, they entered the contest, which we're all very thankful for. But
we don't know the names to announce it?
I know the names. I don't know what their policy is on their govies.
Yeah, well, to answer the texter, it wasn't you.
Right.
Well,
to be fair, I don't know that person. Whatever O'Fallon. I don't remember the rest of his goofy name.
Well, if he called, texted in to say who won, obviously it wasn't him.
Unless, it's meta.
Yeah, it could be high-level poker. Good morning, the Beer Cats are the Kennedy family of the metropolitan area. Thanks. That's from Manupo. Doug, do you remember?
Feel like it,
JFK and JFK Jr.?
They all had fabulous hair.
Boy, did they ever.
Yeah, big, thick, wavy hair.
Wonderful.
Would like to have some of that hair myself.
Wonder how you can get that.
Well, I expect it's genetic, Tim.
I've got hair that people would die to have.
Yeah, I think that was John Kennedy.
I'm getting mine cut next week. I can keep it and give it to you.
Rain.
Staple on the side.
Hair, yeah.
Cut and color.
That's a cut.
Oh, wow.
I'll wait till probably May to get it colored.
Good morning, Tim. Again, I come in peace. Doug, that's the way a lot of the textures are now starting.
They never come. And here comes something where they do the exact opposite of coming in peace.
Are we ever going to do anything about the breathing? It has been horrendous all week. That's from Harrison's brother, Master.
It's the first hint of being crestfallen right there.
Brian Henshin. The breathing was especially bad at the start of the show, Tim. In all seriousness, could you all lower the level on Ken's mic? That's Brian Henshin. He's a show ombudsman.
Yeah.
Tommy has talked with you about the breathing. I don't know, Doug, what can we do?
I don't know what. Frankly, I don't hear it.
He didn't talk to me about the breathing.
He didn't talk to you about the breathing?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought he talked to you about the breathing.
Well, what are you going to tell me? Stop breathing?
Back away from the mic.
Could be an HR problem.
I will.
Tell someone to stop breathing.
I'll talk from here. How's that?
There you go. Doug, I think we solved the problem.
Kind of encroaching on my space.
Can you hear?
Nurse?
Can you hear? Okay, I'll talk from here. I don't care.
It's not great.
How are the audio levels, Peter?
Not great.
Well, they can't bitch about breathing. I'll be way back here.
Both need to call in to verify they won the trip. I'm guessing the two winners have the initials JB and DA. That's from NARS Loot Bar. I don't follow that, but I guess NARS Loot Bar is now leading an investigation into whether or not people really won the trip. If anybody's interested, I will wager with you, and I will give you 100 to 1 on, I guess, $100. I guess I'm putting $10,000 up.
Yeah.
I might as well just get 100 since I know the truth.
I'll match that with you too.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You liquid, bro?
I can liquidate.
Liquidate assets.
You guys are very
Doug, you want a PS4 real quick?
I'll pay for this guy's trip to go if the other two didn't win.
Well,
some serious sweat equity going on.
Well, I mean, you make a stupid comment like that.
Yeah, stop it.
The Doug's Glue Guzzler family are going wild in the Mound City this weekend for Mardi Gras. See you there, Rick. That's from Doug's Glue Guzzler. Doug, his wife is on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Will Rick make an appearance at Mardi Gras?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'll just look out for
Kind of
John
doesn't strike me as a Ladue High School thing.
Oh no, everyone likes to go down and hang out. The problem, like I've said though, the problem is being there is awesome because you just get to hang out in the street and it's gonna be a nice Saturday. But leaving is a problem. And I gotta be somewhere in the early evening.
Mississippi State, Missouri.
A&M in Missouri.
A&M, Missouri.
That's where you have to be?
No, I have a birthday party for a family member.
Oh,
but,
Herb's Hog.
No, family. Herb, while he might be a brother, is not, immediate family.
No.
But I do have someone to go with my family, and, of course, Mizzou plays at 5 o'clock, which is not optimal, but we'll do it. But getting out of Soulard on Mardi Gras can prove to be difficult because they shut down the streets all around there. So, I've had to walk to, AB before just to leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from, the middle of Soulard.
Isn't there a shuttle service somewhere?
Yeah, what about
park
that?
And,
What
park
about
and
that, Brad?
ride?
Yeah,
They
that
got
might be a
figured
move. I'll do some research. If anyone has any ideas, feel free to.
No, text in ideas to help Rick out.
Yeah.
I know one. But
what do you got?
I think I don't want to give him a free plug. I think you gotta pay to go into their tent, and then you get a free shuttle from their bar restaurant to the Mardi Gras and then back.
Okay. Tell me how far.
Hey, he's a cool dude.
Oh, is he?
But they're not a sponsor, so I'm not gonna give him a free.
Oh. Okay. I figured there were some shuttle services.
The point has a tent. I don't know if they have shuttle service.
DB's, Jackson, you can pony up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, DB's has shuttle service. We took their golf cart to Lady Gaga in 20-degree weather.
You don't need much of a shuttle from DB's because you're already there.
Yeah, it's kind of into it already, I feel like.
Yeah.
No. Guys, Jackson is using a lot of words to say he's not going to Mardi Gras. That's from the 618. I didn't pick up that read.
I just said I'm going.
Mm-hmm. How much will you drink?
Who are you going with, Jackson?
There's everybody. All my friends go, so we'll get a little crew together. I won't drink much at all. I won't drink much at all.
Free Gatlinburg meeting?
Oh, no.
No, most of my friends, a lot of my friends who'll be going to Tennessee don't live in St. Louis. Hence why we're, getting together in the Smokies.
In Gatlinburg. The 14
We're not
of you,
going to Gatlinburg.
The 14 of you in a cabin with, what, you said 6 or 7 beds?
Give or take.
Oh.
You want to join?
No.
We need a chaperone.
I am so busy. I am busy,
I'm in.
busy.
KG and O-Town's in.
There you go.
He's going? You going, KG, with him?
I love a good man trip.
Oh.
Flip that off.
I think we all do. It's fun.
I just wouldn't have any interest in going to a cabin with a bunch of guys.
What about the golf, the camaraderie?
Golfing would be fun, but that doesn't seem like
Hiking.
a golf vacation if you're going up in the mountains of Gatlinburg. Is Gatlinburg in the mountains?
I'm not going to Gatlinburg.
What is it about Gatlinburg that you like so much?
The fudge.
Would you go if everybody had their own room, though, Doug? Is that what you're saying?
No.
That doesn't change it.
Why?
I don't want to go on a cabin.
Golf trip? I've been on fishing
Gatlinburg?
trips with 15 guys. We all had our own cabin.
Damn.
I'm not sure I'd go.
You had individual
Football
cabins?
so hot.
Well, I was in the same room with my dad, but we had separate beds.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure I'd go on a camping trip with 14 dudes and 7 beds.
Good morning.
No, this
Will
is
that
what's
group of 13 guys in the cabin in Tennessee all be wearing yellow diapers with baby floaties? That's from the downtown Astroland. Poor Jackson.
If we get in the water, I guess we'll have to. Just for safety, Doug. You can't put a price on safety.
No. I just didn't picture you as a real woodsman. You can take an axe or anything?
No, a hatchet maybe.
Yeah.
But
Bow saw.
I think it's just cool to get to know your friends better.
Oh.
That's one of the coolest things I think I ever had when I was a kid.
What?
Was a hatchet. My mom bought me one for Boy Scouts. We'd go on camping trips and we'd have the hatchet. We'd have to chop wood to make fires.
Yeah.
That was one of the coolest things I had.
Really?
Yeah.
How much would you chop, bro?
Well, it depends. I mean, we'd have to build a fire to cook.
Yeah.
So you just go find some twigs and sticks and chop them up.
Huh.
Nice little story, Eggs.
Yeah. It's a fabulous little outdoor story.
I'll go ahead and text it myself.
You need a job at Bass Pro.
I can't get the image of the first night of this trip out of my mind as Gareth slyly slips Sade on and begins to light an array of scented tea candles.
Yeah.
There'll be no Sade.
That's how I envision the whole thing going.
I'll tell you, though, if you get that Promises album with a girl, put that on.
Well, there's no girls.
What was that? What's Promises?
That's the name of the album.
There's no girls on this trip.
Well, I'm just saying, if you ever,
Gentlemen only.
if you ever have a girl and you want to, you're poo-pooing Sade, but
Doug, what is it? Where the girls aren't?
Where the girls aren't. Females need not apply.
I'm a gentleman with a little bit smaller nipple.
Oh,
that was Weezer.
I didn't need to hear that.
what would be considered a big nipple for a guy? Aren't they all pretty much the same size?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Nah.
The male nipple delta strikes me as much smaller than the female nipple delta. Doug, do you feel that way?
Yeah, I guess so.
I what that's about.
I got a buddy with a big nipple.
Is that right?
have
Herb?
No. I've never mentioned his name on the show.
Does he
You
show
probably
him off?
won't.
Sweet Kai?
No.
Private Citizen Pete?
No.
Is he going on this trip?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, wow. You guys all going to suckle upon that teat?
If we run out of provisions, I guess we'll have no choice.
You will have a choice.
But Doug, the provisions.
Do you guys address his large nipple with him, or is this something that everybody gathers and whispers about his large
No,
nipple?
he's well aware. Pepperoni nerd.
How's he feel about it?
Yeah, you give it,
How
It's-
big are they?
I don't know.
$50 size?
Yeah.
Like sewer lids?
Not that big, but they're pretty big. It's not like the nipple itself. I guess it would be the
areola.
Yeah. That's the bigger part. Kind of like a piece of pepperoni.
Yeah, I get that, but Weezer said nipple. The nipple proper.
I think
they're
when
almost
people
all the same size.
Right. So you're not talking about the areola.
No.
But I think when people say nipple, they mean the whole thing. Like, I don't think they're just talking about
Well,
the
then they're
actual-
wrong because they're two different things.
Yeah, you're right.
And if provisions run low, you intend to suckle on that teat, bro?
Cut that off.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh,
Doug, I gotta
lots of
eat.
reasons why not.
Come here, big fella.
Oh, when are you going? Is it going to be winter up there in Gatlinburg?
When are you going?
Late April.
Oh, boy, you could get a
That'd be
freak
nice.
snowstorm.
I hope not.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Late
Oh,
April.
boy.
You ever been there?
Yeah. I've been to Smokies.
Yeah, I love the Smoky Mountains.
It's cool when you're up in like a house that's like up in the mountains. You can see out throughout the whole.
That's where we stay. We had I think a 7-bedroom.
Probably multiple decks. Very cool.
And this deck that went all the way around the house.
Yeah, super cool.
Morning. Guys with big nips are the best. Easy to find in the darkness of the night. That's from Nipples the Bull.
Oh, he got his own nickname from it.
Nipples the bull.
Yeah, they have lights on them.
I guess you could.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a hot trip.
Oh, will it ever, Tim?
Telling you.
I just envision it like that airplane that crashed in the Andes and the people had to live up there and began to eat each other when they got hungry.
Slather each other in gravy.
Yeah. We used to think David Klein slathered in gravy. He'd be the first one we were going to eat.
And did he take too kindly to that?
I think he understood. I think he understood it.
I think cannibalism still goes on anywhere.
Yeah.
I think there's still tribes that practice cannibalism.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
If you go anywhere, I would say there has to be one.
Mm-hmm. I watched a
I shall
YouTube,
say yes.
YouTube video about that.
They got camera crews down there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, eat them.
No, they weren't like filming them eating people, but they're a cannibal tribe.
I saw a great YouTube video yesterday. They released the 1986 very first video taken of the Titanic.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
It's like 90 minutes long.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's really eerie.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. There's one you can
How's
still
it look down there?
Well, there's one you can still see the chandelier swinging. One of the chandeliers is still intact.
Staircase is still intact.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird because now you go down there and everything. It's pretty much the Titanic will disappear in 30 years from now.
Why? If it's been there already?
No, it's just decaying, and the ocean floor is just basically sweeping it away and covering it.
It's broken half too.
But it's already been there. What, 100 and
but
11 years?
And every year it gets worse. But 86 was the first time anybody went. I think it's like 12,000 feet.
Why don't they raise it up?
They've tried.
They won't let them.
They've tried.
Who won't let them?
The oceanic people.
There are no oceanic people.
Well, yeah, because they stopped doing that because
there's no such thing as the oceanic people.
They were afraid. They were afraid people were going to loot, so they stopped people from doing it.
Yeah,
why? I don't know. It's a law or something. They passed it. You can't go down there.
Doug, the law of the sea.
The oceanic people.
Yeah, because
Gosh,
you're basically robbing a grave. All those people's loved ones, that's their burial place. So they stopped people from doing it because they were afraid there'd be looting and people go down there and start taking artifacts and things.
Yeah.
So they stopped people from going down there and disturbing the Titanic. What can play? What the hell was that?
I would just think that they would raise the ship up. And
well, you couldn't raise it anyway. It'll break in half and break in pieces.
Well, raise up what you can. Be interesting.
Well, that's the reason nobody's asked, can you go down there and dig and find skeletons and do DNA so we can have our loved ones back and bury them? They consider that their burial ground.
Yeah. Well, I suppose there's nothing left. There's probably no skeletons left at this point. Fish and everything. Yeah,
there's
porpoises.
Porpoises all over that
Live
ship.
mic.
Exactly what it sounds like down there right now. What it sounds like in the EDF text inbox is passion. People are passionate about a wide variety of topics right now, and you can text in 314-881-TMA5. If you have visibility to your company or place of business, commercial fire alarm panel and system, email fire@edf-rg.com. They'll have a technician come out, provide a free evaluation of your system, and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. You can also check them out anytime at edf-rg.com, the official commercial fire alarm services and solutions provider of TMA. EDF's fire division is now testing, inspecting, and maintaining the fire system on all commercial kitchen and restaurant hoods. It's engineered, designed facilities. That's what it is. Now, Doug, think about it, and then think about Ryan Kelly. How about this? I got a text last night from a compadre of mine who works in real estate, and he wrote, "You have some loyal listeners. One of my clients said, 'Sorry, I have to use Ryan Kelly for my home loan because they sponsor my favorite radio show.'"
Oh.
That's Colby, apparently.
Fabulous.
Who's working with a friend of mine who's in real estate. And Doug, the listeners support the sponsors, and Ryan Kelly's been our title sponsor now for a decade, Jack.
Right. And it's a great place to go, not because he sponsors the show, because that's where you get the best deals. He'll help you with any kind of home purchase. After months of decline, pending home sales have increased for the first time since May of last year. If you're even considering purchasing a new home, get your pre-approval now from the Home Loan Expert the day that you call in. With the Home Loan Expert's new Banker Broker platform, they have unlimited programs and products from almost everywhere. Mortgage interest rates have really dropped, so don't miss out on the home of your dreams. Remember, you date the rate and you marry the house. Start the pre-approval process today at thehomeloanexpert.com. Ryan Kelly and his fabulous team will take great care of you, as they did with me twice. I refinanced my home twice with Ryan Kelly. It's all very simple, very easy. Or if you're looking to buy a home as well, Ryan Kelly and his team can help you with that. Thank you, Ryan Kelly. Thank you, Sir Mortgage.
Morning. I enjoyed that little back and forth where Iggy asked Jackson if he'd ever been to the Smokies, just so he could talk about all the times he'd been to the Smokies. Thanks. That comes from a second-generation listener who got cucked by Iggy after he late-night Snapchatted my mom.
No response.
Is that Little Beer Cats?
No, that came from a second-generation listener who got cucked by Iggy after he late-night Snapchatted my mom.
But by guessing...
So I cucked you?
By guessing, Beer Cats, that must mean that you actually did late-night Snapchat his mother.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did?
To say goodnight.
Oh.
Like I did. Like I
Have
did
you ever
to
text Anna Marie to say goodnight?
Like I did to a lot of people I was on Snapchat with. Larry Nickel says goodnight to 9,000 people every night. He's not cucking anybody.
No, I wouldn't think so. You never know.
And I've never said how many times I've been to Gatlinburg.
How many?
I've only been in Gatlinburg once. I've been through the Smoky Mountains a bunch of times.
Did you run out of provisions when you were there?
Suckle upon Jackson's buddy's nips?
We were in a house.
Oh. All right, it just seems to me like a deliverance thing happening.
I've been to Gatlinburg, second generation douche.
Oh, come on now. Gosh. And what if he has his own kids soon and they start calling in? Third generation hecklers.
Maybe will. He's busy cucking guys.
Little Beer Cats has issued a statement. Sorry that I tell true stories, Iggy. Next time I'll just make one up and talk about hiding in a bush and receiving a golden shower. This is Little Beer Cats.
Oh.
Yeah, I made that one up. That's something I'm proud of.
Well, I'm sorry it happened to you.
You're taking after your dad. Just stop. It's not something to be proud of.
He is the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month for January. They're the first
you
ever.
guys voted for him. I didn't.
Oh.
Guys, Jackson's drop game today is strong. Flex on them fools. My guy, much love. Word up. And for you, Doug, a curious finger.
Oh.
From Brian Henson.
You know it.
Jackson loves running the board because he just plays drops for his own amusement.
Okay.
I kind of like that.
Well, yeah.
Everyone has different styles.
We like
I call it the air raid offense. Rest in peace, Mike Leach.
Doug, the listeners are involved. They can text into the Steve Schmidt, call into the Steve Schmidt Kia North County phone lines. And if you do, you're going to talk to KG in O-Town.
Oh,
yeah.
Jackson and I workshopped. We had an email yesterday on QFTA asking about a variety of different tech issues that have occurred with the shows over the years, and somebody brought up the phone line thing. And Jackson, to my surprise, revealed that he could turn on the ringer on the phone lines, and then people, when they call in, we would know. But the issue is Jackson's mic is open the whole time back there, like I guess KG and O-Town's is today. And because there is a gentleman who calls in, how many times a show would you say, Jackson? You're the one back there.
I'll conservatively say 25.
Over.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're already experiencing a few?
Yes, over.
Blocking.
So we can't turn on the ringer because of this person.
Can't you block a certain number?
Yeah, what about that?
I don't know if I can. I guess I can ask. But then, I don't know. Yeah, if I can do that, then I can have the ringer on.
Well, I think that's reasonable.
Like, the worst thing you would get out of that is, like, for a millisecond, it would ring on air, and I would just turn my mic off.
Yeah, but it'd be fine.
Right. So, outside of, like, in the middle of a live read. But even then, I'd always have, like, unless I'm speaking, my mic is off back there. That's kind of my policy.
Oh.
Just to be safe.
Sure, yeah.
That way I can, like, be back there and say F this and F that.
Yeah,
right?
and plan vacations to the mountains of Tennessee with a bunch of fellas.
Yeah, so if I can block a number and I know the number by heart, I will turn the ringer on.
Well, if it's a problem, it seems like it's something that probably needs to happen.
Yeah, but like,
Is that a problem? Maybe not seeing that call?
No, not that one, but I want to take calls. It's part of my job, so because the phone, Doug, isn't in my purview.
That's like purview.
Isn't it right there in the corner?
Right, but I'm looking at the computer screen to my left.
Oh, like I'm looking over there, I can see the phone.
He's calling you out, Jackson.
Do you want to answer the phones or something?
No, I'm just saying it's not like it's behind me.
Right. But like it's nothing like when the phone rings and you don't hear anything. Like, what, are you supposed to just like stare at the phone? I don't know. It's tough to explain. Just believe me.
Okay.
Well, if the phone never rings, it's me. Think about it.
If the phone never rings, it's you.
Is that like the riddle of the day?
Wow. If the phone doesn't ring, it's me.
Because you're not calling.
It's a lyric to a Jimmy Buffett song.
Oh,
sick.
Oh, sick.
That's the kind of thing you'll get on my radio show. Maybe I'll do some trivia like that.
You'll throw out lyrics, and people have to guess where it's from.
Maybe. I got all kinds of ideas.
Good morning. If you guys can figure out taking calls for a morning show, you could revolutionize talk radio. It's from Kevin's brother, Jack Demoff.
To be fair, I'm going to try to be level-headed here. To be fair...
Uh-oh, Jackson's dander might be up, Doug.
We take calls on the daily, so it's not like I'm completely neglecting my job. It's just sometimes I miss out on it. But, like, for the most part, I would say 80% of calls that come into the radio station, I answer. That's a pretty good clip.
Not bad.
It's not like it's the only thing I'm doing is manning the phone lines.
Well, what else are you doing?
Show notes, bro.
Show notes like the Dickens, emails and lists.
Well, it seems like any email gets through. I've heard them.
No. It's actually not true. There's a lot of emails that hit the cutting room floor.
There's some that don't get in.
Let me just a quick, APB to the listeners here. The font, you can get deleted just based on font. If I see really big font, probably a bad email.
Why?
If I see really tiny font, probably a bad email. It's just
Is that right?
It's
What
just
a tell.
Yeah,
What a tell.
It's weird, but I'm telling you, just 12-point Helvetica, Times New Roman. Keep it simple, keep it classy, and try to keep grammatical errors to a minimum. Kevin Miller.
That's hard.
Here's a novel idea. Turn the ringer on and block that number. Similar to asking Ken to simply stop mouth effing the mic.
Oh.
Man, these are complicated fixes. That's from Harrison's Brother Master.
Didn't we just agree on that?
Harrison's Brother Master, the action's back on you.
No, he will never call in, because that would give him away.
Oh, you know him?
No, nobody knows him because he is just a texter. He might as well just be a robot.
Maybe he is a bot.
Fraud.
The people who call in are annoying fats anyway. Block all of the numbers. That's from Betty Houston's nicotine allergy.
See, you can't win. You take calls, you get crapped on. You don't take calls.
Who was Betty Houston again? Should we know who that is?
She's a friend of Kai's.
Not my friend Kai.
Sweet.
Sweet.
No, SGO Kai.
You still keep in contact with him?
Yeah.
Is he out of high school yet?
I texted him a couple weeks ago.
Oh, what'd you say?
It had to do with Betty Houston.
Who the hell is Betty Houston?
When is it okay to kiss a guy?
Who is this Betty Houston?
It's just a personal thing. She was on
She
YouTube.
came up in the show.
She came on YouTube last week and was hanging out in there. And I'd answered a text from her, and I just mentioned it on the air, and she went into YouTube and was in there watching the show. So I said hi to her.
Huh.
It's a personal thing.
Wow. So you're kind of...
Well, I can tell you off the air.
No, I think it's a good way of just kind of moving past things. I'm going to start using it.
No, she did a very nice music video on,
sort of video?
on mental health. It's pretty cool. And she did another video on a yacht with some people. I mean, she's very talented. I mean, she's just one of those people in Miami that doesn't have a lot of representation. Everybody wants to be a rapper or a singer or an R&B singer or hip-hop artist.
She's an entertainer.
Yeah, she's very good, but it's hard to break into that industry.
Well, sure it is. Especially if you have a nicotine addiction.
What?
Well, that's what the texter...
Yeah.
Betty
Houston.
I wasn't paying attention
Allergy.
to that.
Oh.
She has an allergy to nicotine? That'd be a pretty good allergy to have, I guess.
Yeah, if you got to have one, you might as well be allergic to nicotine.
I absolutely love this Rick heel turn, and I will smile and wink at him as I am stretching that sweet Kai so deep while my wife is torturing his sack.
Oh,
that's from the recovering alcoholic from Belleville.
Gosh. Why did she drag her
He's
into
so
it?
submissive with some texts, and yet so dominant with others.
I don't know about a heel turn. Also,
I don't know what that means.
Don't torture anyone's sack. Leave
But
the
what if
sack
it's
alone.
sweet Kai's kink and it gets him going? And we don't kink shame,
We
Doug. You know
don't.
that.
Well, I
I
do
just would be
sometimes.
surprised. Kai is a sweet gentleman. I don't think he wants to get his sack tortured.
I've heard some of his texts. I don't know how sweet he is.
No, he's a sweet guy.
Actually, his last text came in at 7:44, and he said, "Very cool, Iggy. Very, very cool little story." Part of me felt like it was sarcastic.
Well, that's
No,
after.
he's an authentic gentleman.
I think I said that right after the story. I said, "Here, I'll answer the texts for you." Cute little story, Iggy.
I, for
So
one,
I beat you to it.
am shocked that the flame-broiled Peter Pan texts with a junior high social media influencer. You can act like a man. It's Arbor Day.
Oh.
Well, I don't think he's a social media
Johnny Fontane.
influencer.
Well,
What is he?
What is he then?
Well, I mean, he thinks
Seller of assets?
Thinks he's yeah, he was on a rampage the other day selling like watches and boats.
From a house he broke into?
Watches, boats, and
What Bob Boy say? Rent a center?
Boats?
He's on.
yeah, he
Wow.
was selling a boat. I don't know. Maybe he's got these guys that say, "Hey, you got 200,000 followers." Yeah, but like 190,000 of them were bots. So they get, yeah, I'll pay you to sell this stuff for me. You got a lot of followers. Yeah, but nobody's seeing it. Damien. He's letting his hair grow. He's got long hair now.
This is SGO Kai again?
He's got a new girlfriend, Sassy Pants.
Her name is Sassy Pants. What's that text name?
Sassy Pants.
And they allow you to kind of eavesdrop on what's going on down there? Got to be a part of it?
What do you mean eavesdrop?
Well, you follow them closely and...
I don't follow them closely. I
give
follow them
comments
on
and-
Instagram. And if it pops up, I see it.
Do you?
I don't go searching for it.
Oh. Okay. I'd like you to meet the guy at some point.
I would like to.
Sure.
If we'd had a longer layover in Miami, I would have.
You were disappointed that he didn't come meet you at the airport?
Well, no. Because I would have had to go outside. I didn't have time to go outside.
No.
If you go outside during the layover, would you have to go back through security?
Yeah.
Sure.
And if it had been a 2-hour layover, 2.5-hour layover, yeah, I went outside, smoked a cigarette, and he said, hey, just pop by.
And
we'll
you
have a
think
cup
he
of
would
coffee."
have popped by? He would have paid to park and driven all the way to the airport?
Well, he could have just pulled out in front. We could have stood there and talked for a little bit.
Why would he do that? If he's never met you?
Well, he probably wouldn't have. It's not worth it to him. I mean,
His loss, though.
Yeah, well,
For
he
sure.
doesn't want to meet me as much as I want to meet him, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, his loss.
God almighty, this hasn't happened in a while.
What you got going on? What's the problem? Let's tend to it.
Hey, sweetie, it's Betty Houston.
Betty Houston
Yeah,
text
well,
you.
Well, it was a 30314, and I have her number, so it's not her.
So you're a little bit upset by that.
Well, it hasn't happened in a while, so.
Well, if it is her, you can take her to Andrea's, Doug. Oh, my goodness. Max is coming in on Tuesday, Jackson, at 9. He's bringing in that new barbecue sauce that Andrea's has just started selling in local grocery stores. It's their first new product in 40 years. You, of course, know about the signature steak sauce, but they now have a barbecue sauce as well. Andrea's is located within 3 miles of Far Oaks Golf Course and Stone Wolf Golf Course. Max is a loyal listener of the show, and he's making his wife pay for the advertising costs, which judges say is a financial cuck. That's a financial cuck. Bring your wife, your wife's friend, your aunt, your sister, your daughter, or your mom. Bring the guy in to pay the tab. It's all at Andrea's, online at andreas.com. You can check out the menu at andreas.com/menu. I got to get there. I got to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
When that sauce comes in, I'm going to try something. Okay. Maybe one of the best fillets I've ever had was when we go to the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
We'd always go to, I think it's called the California Kitchen. And they had the best barbecued filet. You say, who's putting barbecue sauce on a filet? But the way they do it is they don't gob it with barbecue sauce.
No gobbing.
It's almost like a marinade. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the Andrea steak sauce and the barbecue sauce, mix it, and then when we get our TMA box from Brush Creek, I'm going to brush that onto a filet, and I'm going to do a barbecued filet.
Really?
See how that comes out.
Well, there you go, Doug. That's something to look forward to. Because the sauce is coming in on Tuesday at 9 with Max from Andrea's.
Boy, that's good sauce. Good sauce.
I put that Andrea steak sauce on everything.
It's bee's knees.
If it's going on the grill, it's got Andrea steak sauce on it.
Now, you put the sauce on while you're grilling or after you're done?
Before.
Well, then doesn't it drip down into the fire and shoot up big flames?
Charcoal.
You don't use propane.
No.
Oh, well, pardon me, big shot.
Charcoal's cheaper, isn't it?
Yeah, it just takes longer. I think it's better flavor.
I think it's better flavor, too.
Yeah.
I've had both. I think it's better flavor. Is it more complex, theoretically? Yes, but better flavor. In my opinion, listen, some people like something, some people don't like other things.
Right.
Plus, charcoal briquette sounds like my last name.
It does kind of, yeah.
It's just more work. I mean, you got to take the grill and you got to dump the charcoal out and clean it out.
In celebration of Little Beer Cat's big week and then pimp smacking Iggy via text today, I'm going to go out of my way to smash Hot Wife Autumn this weekend. I don't even need 48 hours to think about it. 2023 is our year.
Really?
Some Beer Cats.
Why, that's something to hang your hat on that me and my son are getting laid.
I clipped that off.
Yeah,
Well, he's found a hot little number.
Hot Wife Autumn, friend of the show.
I'm not sure you can have that kind of success on the open market anymore. Like
Yeah, maybe you can share it with your son.
Oh, no.
I don't think he's embarrassed. I mean, they're both calling in and talking about their sescapades.
A little bit of jealousy on your part?
No,
to see how well Bill Beer Cats is doing?
I mean, they call me a creep. I think that's a little creepy. Not as creepy as...
Which one? We got Little Beer Cats is creepy, Big Beer Cats
I mean,
is
they're,
creepy.
they're both texting in talking about who they've banged.
Yeah.
The kid's 18.
Right, a little creepy.
I mean, not as creepy as when my friend Butch...
Oh, no.
I may have told this story before, I don't know, but Butch is one of the cops from Baltimore.
A cop from Baltimore.
Yeah, that I would hang out. Him and
This
John.
is The Wire.
No, him and John were cops in Baltimore, and they would come to Hito every year, and we just got to be good friends.
Oh.
McNulty.
And he comes to the pool one day with this fairly attractive girl.
Really?
And I said, well, he does.
Look how well Butch
I don't think I've ever seen him with a girl. In all the years I've been in Hito, he's never been with a girl. So they both walk. They're walking over naked in the pool. He goes, hi, again, why don't you meet my sister? I go, oh, my God. He brought his sister to Hito, and they're both in the nude pool.
Sounds a little creepy to me. I don't know.
So did you hit on the sister?
I did, actually.
Yeah. And? Any success?
Yeah.
Of course.
But I just can't see bringing your sister to Hito.
But you're happy that he did.
Yeah, but then they're just sitting there next to each other, sitting on the side of the pool, talking. His ween's hanging there.
Oh.
She's naked.
Can you hear me good?
You moved right in on the sister.
Not right in, but we hit it off.
Sure.
Put his hands behind his head after that.
Spike in the football, Doug.
Yeah, I just thought it was cringeworthy for me when he said, this is my sister. I go, hi, nice to meet you. You see your brother?
Oh. Was any woman at Hito safe from your charms?
I didn't go there looking for it, Doug. It found me.
Yeah, no one goes to Hito looking for action.
I don't.
No. But when you cut such a debonair figure, the women can't help themselves.
What can I tell you?
Yeah.
Take that, beer cats.
Yeah.
You're welcome to get involved, as many are choosing to do. Doug, for the first time in a long time, Mr. Fix is on the Steve Schmidt Kia North County phone line.
Oh, is he?
I think he was up for Worst Caller of the Year. Did he win Worst Caller of the Year?
Yes.
I believe so.
Did he? All right. Well, let's hear what he's got to say
The
today.
strap is no different than the black apron that she ties on her own.
What now?
Good start.
What? Fix.
He's doing a bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yes, you're on.
Well, you haven't went to me in 6 months, so I wasn't sure if I didn't ever know if I'd get on again.
Yeah.
Doug,
Well, we
or
don't
what?
like you that much.
Nice bit.
No, I don't like you guys either. I called because I got 2 members of my fan club that were like, hey, why haven't you been on lately?
Yeah.
So here I am.
Okay. Well, okay. So what's happening? What's new?
No, not much. It got a little chilly out there today. Colder than a well digger's butt. That's what my grandpa used to say.
Yeah, I've heard that. Heard that before.
Yeah, that's an old-timey phrase right there.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice to hear KG in O-Town answering the phones, though. He's a nice addition to the show. I was rapping with him, and we were kind of patting each other on the back, and, yeah, it was good to...
Doug, 2 award winners talking right there.
Yeah, it feels like it, yeah.
Yeah, 2 award winners, yeah. I never got a chance to accept my award, so if there's a trophy or something laying around, I'd be happy to swing by the station and get it. I know how you guys aren't really great with the prize situation always, so...
Well, it wasn't a prize. It was something you had to be there to get, and you weren't there, so it's gone.
So you didn't get it. Yeah. It was
That's
a little
too
trophy.
bad.
It was a little trophy.
Little trophy with a little guy like holding a briefcase or a phone or something? Or?
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Yeah? Well, yeah, I just want to give a shout-out to the Blastoid and Schneebly Weebly.
Who are these
they know who they are. Those are the 2 charter members of the Mr. Fix fan club.
Oh, fan club now.
Yeah, it's 2 members strong. But I was bantering with the Blastoid and Schneebly Weebly the other day, and they were like, how come you aren't on anymore?
Yeah.
I said, I suck so bad they never put me on.
Right.
So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But, you guys got any trade proposals or anything?
No, you're supposed to have those. You're supposed to have those, and then we judge them.
Okay. I don't really have any.
Okay.
But yeah, Doug, you can tongue my bone, please.
Oh, pot him
I'll talk to
down.
you later.
Okay, pot him down. Cut his mic.
Strong call.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Why would you call in just to do that?
Well,
It's just... First of all, you start with a bit. Get the black apron. Anybody laughing?
he was telling us that he was at his restaurant, I guess.
Well, I guess that was the bit.
I thought it was kind of a nice little call.
Made up 2 listeners that like his shtick. Anybody have a trade proposal? Doug, lick my butt.
No.
What I don't get is those people they mentioned don't text in. So why would they be called those ridiculous names? Like, are we supposed to, like, know? If it was, like, you know, like Uncle Cucker or something, like, we know that person texted in, so there's some validity to it. But those are just ridiculous names for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like screen names.
Well, I'm sorry I did not have a trade proposal because I enjoy those.
No
Very
matter the
much.
season?
Yeah.
Deadline pass, doesn't matter.
No, at any time.
Ah!
That was a nice drop.
I see an opening, I rip it.
Okay. Yeah.
Guys, that loser waited 6 months for that. Think about that. He waited 6 months to do that.
It hadn't been that long.
314.
It would have been a good 2. It's been a nice 2 months.
I don't think
Very
he's called.
relaxing.
I don't think he's called in since the awards.
I don't think so. Well, he's called in. I just haven't gone to him.
Shrewd, as I would describe it.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you did that time because it was a beauty.
KGN O-Town texted me. I go, you know what? We'll hear what Mr. Fix has to. Maybe he's
turned a new leaf.
Yeah. I got this picture here of Tiger Woods and Justin Thomas.
Oh yeah. I thought it was
Has everybody on the dais seen this?
No, I have not.
I thought it was hilarious.
And this is confirmed that this is a real thing. This is not photoshopped. Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well,
I
talk about it.
I was wondering because I saw it, and they were just walking down the fairway, and Tiger's handing something to him, and JT looked at it and smashed it out of his hand. I thought it was like that chapstick he was putting on his lips for that, and then you see what it is.
Doug, it's a Tampax tampon, and Tiger handed it sneakily as a joke to Justin Thomas after Tiger outdrove him, giving him crap that somebody, who's injured and 15, 20 years older than him outdrove him. So it was a joke. However, cameras caught it and then isoed in on the image, and it turns out it was a little Tampax tampon.
Yeah, I see the picture now. Well, so is Tiger facing some backlash from that?
Nah.
Nobody really cares?
No.
From who? Karen?
Oh, somebody will find a problem with it.
I thought that what a threesome they had between Rory, JT, and Tiger. That's like if you could like make a golf foursome, like that would be up there for me at least.
And for Tiger to birdie the last 3.
Yeah, 16, 17, and 18. Sunday charge on a Thursday afternoon. How do you do?
2 under? He finished 2 under?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still in the hunt.
Yeah, I think it was minus 165 to miss the cut and plus 130 to make the cut, I think.
Doug, what is the projected cut?
I don't know.
Right now it's at even. It'll probably go to 1 under.
The projected cut?
Right now, they're projected at even because even par is, I think, tied for 58th. And it's top 65 in ties. I think it'll go to 1 under, depending on the wind. But
oh, the Hawk. -1 cut line is 32.9%. Even cut line 39.5% plus 115.6%. That's per our friends at datagolf.com.
any chance? What is there a chance you think it'll go to +2? What do they say about that? I mean, -2.
There is no percentage at the moment for -2.
Yeah, I think it'll be 1.
This is
may stay even, but I think it'll be 1.
This is kind of getting into the weeds about Riviera, but just quickly, since I know you two have been watching golf at Riviera for a long time, how do the golfers hold the 10 green with all those bunkers around there if they're taking driver?
That's why they were critical of that golf hole. Doug, let's pull up number 10 at Riviera.
Gosh, yeah, because everybody's been wondering about that.
We have played it. At this point, it's was it playing 288 yesterday?
I don't know.
I thought
I think 305. I think
thought
280 to the front, 305.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're right on that. And at this point, that is beyond driver for most tour players. And Doug, what was it, around 445 yesterday? That
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Hideki Matsuyama, you call him Decky,
Yeah.
used a 3-wood, and he was able to get his ball to land about 15 yards shy of the green with his 3-wood, and then it just started to trundle up there.
Did it really?
And so he was putting for eagle. But because that green, here, pull up the 3D image of the green.
Sakes.
Because that green slips so hard right to left, he couldn't putt it because the ball would actually go off the green. So he chipped it on the green up, and then it trundled to about 2.5 feet, giving Decky a wonderful birdie putt. So he drove the green, but yet he was chipping on the green, and that reminds you of Gary Woodland doing that at Pebble Beach in his U.S. Open win. Is that 20?
I don't know the years, Tim. 19? If you're going to build a stupid green, players have every right to chip on it. You shouldn't be playing miniature golf when you get to the green in a golf course. Serves him right. I hope he took a big divot.
Speaking of taking big divots, the Fan Page Club Championship has been announced for 2023, and it is most importantly renamed the J. Randolph Jr. Fan Page Club Championship.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How about that?
That's nice.
So it will take place the first round on April 30th. It's presented by Michelob Ultra. And Sean Barnes of Gateway and I were emailing this week. If you played last year, you have right of first refusal to play this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then, once we see how many of the 64 who played last year are returning, and not everybody will be returning.
No. Many are now imprisoned.
That's correct.
Do you know who's not returning?
Those imprisoned.
Loomster.
Oh, wow. The runner-up is not in?
He said, I'm out.
WD.
I guess he can't play. I don't know what's going on, but I saw the post yesterday, and I saw the responses, and Loomster responded, I'm out.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I went to tag everybody who was in it, and
yeah, you can't.
You can't tag more than 50 people. What a pain in the ass that was. And then
I
I did it again. I'm like, okay, I got less than 50 people this time, and it still was 52, and then it just deleted. I'm like, okay, F it.
Yeah.
So
And then sometimes they don't even come up. I said, well, I know he's part of this fan page. Why is his name coming up? So.
Well, does it have a big effect on the tournament because Loomster's not there?
No, I'm just saying that I made the finals last year. Was close to being listener of the year, and he's not coming back.
Okay.
What a statement.
Yeah.
What a shocking statement.
Yeah, man, yeah. You got to really wonder if he should even have the tournament, I guess, if he's not going to play.
Nurse, Nancy.
I think he got 3 forfeits on his way to the finals. So.
Did he? Yeah. So he played very well.
A true champion.
Mm-hmm.
Doug, the fan page championship starts on my birthday. Taste me, Iggy. That's from Legs Akimbo.
Legs Akimbo.
Coxie said he's having a baby. Oh, Loomster's having a baby.
Oh.
That's why he's not playing. Is that accurate?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know she's
Well,
pregnant.
that would be a good reason.
Yeah, but you know you're having a baby on that day?
Well, even if it's in that area, if it's within
you
a couple
play in the
weeks.
thing, and you just tell your wife, call me if you're going to labor. I'll
No,
come
you
home.
don't.
Can you imagine telling your son or daughter one day, sorry I missed your birth, I was at the Fan Page Club Championship?
That'd be great.
It could happen a couple weeks early, a couple weeks late, and then when it does happen, and you got to be there for the mother and the baby. He's doing the responsible thing.
People miss like the NBA Finals to watch their kid get born.
Right.
I mean, Phil Mickelson played in the U.S. Open, and Amy was due any day. He just had his beeper with him.
Well, he
Said, if it
probably
beeps,
also
I got to go. But
probably
he
also
played.
had a nanny and maybe family there to help.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he does too. You telling me
You
the
don't
U.S.
know.
Open isn't as the Fan Page Club Championship isn't as important as the U.S. Open?
Yeah, I'm telling you that.
Phil's also missed U.S. Opens because of his family, to watch his family.
That's correct.
Yeah. Graduation.
Graduation?
He missed a U.S. Open because his daughter was graduating.
Okay. Well, you support that, don't you?
I do support that. Anything that you miss because of family, I'm all for it.
But not births.
Well, unless you know it's going to be, your kid's going to be born that day, you may miss the
It's
class.
not just that day. You have to be there for your wife if the water breaks earlier, or a week earlier, 2 weeks earlier, and then once the child is born, you got to be there for them.
It's my birthday in 3 days.
It's not just to go to the hospital and 2 hours later everything's okay. You go home.
I'm having a baby.
Happy
in 3
birthday.
Days. I'm having a baby in 3 days. I get it. I'm just kidding.
All right.
If that's the case, I mean, Loomster didn't say that. Somebody else said that.
Coxie.
Well, Mazel Tov nonetheless.
There you go. See?
Is that a phrase that's used often at Ladue?
What, Mazel Tov?
Yeah, Mazel Tov nonetheless.
Nonetheless.
Yeah, it just means, congratulations.
Oh, it does?
I only find that Aaron Andrews wrote.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all it means.
It's a nice little phrase.
Yeah. I do like it a lot.
Yeah, Mazel Tov nonetheless. Feel free to use it whenever you want.
Yeah.
I use Munganess St. Louis Acura and Alton Toyota whenever I want. Plus, they give us a secret number. So, like, That is huge for us, Doug, because we can
Secret
text or
number.
call the secret number
Yeah.
anytime we want and
Somehow
talk
I've
with
lost
Jamie
it.
Burkhardt, Clayton Patterson, Peter Munganast, and what do you call them, muckety mucks?
Yeah, it gets you straight to the muckety mucks.
Here it is, 314 252
252
0029. And now you're texting or calling your choice. Jamie, Clayton, Peter. And any questions, any requests you may have, you're communicating with Muckety Mucks at Munganast St. Louis Acura. They service all makes and models, regardless if you bought from them. It's Munganast. Order your new car today. Go to stlouisacura.com or altontoyota.com or just text that Muckety Muck number, 314-252-0029. It's Munganast St. Louis Acura, sponsor of our 7 o'clock hour and the Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown. Let's see. We got being present for the birth is overrated. The dad has to sleep on a glorified windowsill and deal with doctors and nurses bothering you at all hours. That's from Deke Dote.
Yeah. Well, it is all about the dad in that situation. Let's make him comfortable. Never worry about the screaming woman in the room.
Congratulations.
Yes. Yeah.
Took me a while.
My son's first birthday is a month before the tournament, so I think I will be done celebrating it and photo vomiting all over social media so everyone knows about it by then if I'm needed on Tim's bag. That's from Carlos Spicer.
Okay.
Wow.
He's going to be your caddy again?
He does such a good job. He keeps me, when I'm all fired up and I start MFing people in the gallery, he keeps me calm.
Does he?
Nurse?
Do we outlaw...
Why'd you turn your mic off?
I don't know.
Nose breathing?
Yeah, that's what it is. Did we outlaw caddies last year?
Yeah, I think Sean said no caddies.
Yeah.
Unless caddies wanted to walk.
Right.
It was a cart thing.
Yeah.
I like to walk. I think I play better when I walk. Do you have the numbers on my scores?
Of course not. No, I hate to walk. I'm not
Gateway's
interested in walking.
Gateway's an easy walk. It's
Flat.
all flat, yeah. The problem is, like, there's courses out in Illinois, other courses out in Illinois where, like, walking would, like, walking Ambrier.
Oh, forget about it.
That'd be
Forget about it.
When
What a great call.
You've got some fancy bag.
Who?
You do. Some fancy cart?
Oh, it's my dad's.
Yeah.
The push cart.
Yes.
That thing's awesome.
Yeah, they make nice push carts.
It's like the Rolls Royce of push carts.
Right. I saw one the other day that was, automatic. You didn't have to push it.
Yeah, those are out there. And then in
You
Florida, they have
remote
the boards.
control and it moves it around.
They have the like the scooters. in Florida.
Hoverboards. You just put your bag there and you just scoot down the fairway.
I've taken one of those before. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I bet.
It's like a little motorcycle.
Guys, I'm excited for the return of the J. Randolph Jr. Fan Page Club Championship. What promo code do I use to get entered for the chance to win the opportunity to be this year's Miss Chemically Frozen-Faced Mannequin that scrolls TikTok and scowls at every grint who thinks they're allowed to look at me just because they got duped into throwing a $20 bill into a bucket to impress a radio producer? Thanks. That's from the Coalition of the Oceanic People of Miami. Please no longer contact our underage youth to meet at airport parking lots.
Are we going to call the trophy the J. Randolph Cup?
Sure. It's a good
That'd be
idea.
kinda cool.
And Doug, of course, what was it, the Navy jacket that Chris Heck received?
Yes, he did.
He's legitimate to win it again. He's a legitimate.
Well, see if I have another sport coat I don't wear anymore.
Isn't it a traveling sport coat?
No, I think you get to keep it.
Oh.
Because it's very prestigious.
Right. Fair enough.
Would go in anyone's trophy case.
Yeah, maybe we'll give the winner the Gint shirt.
Oh, yeah, the Grin.
It's hanging up there.
I have to
Jordan's
I have to
45
fix it
season.
every day because that shoulder falls down, so I always have to. I come in here, this place is a mess.
Tim, I'm a 10-year veteran of Sunset Country Club and former Evans scholar. I'll loop for you. It's from Bobby Tejas. He wants to be on my bag.
Yeah,
There's a
don't say
competition to be on my...
I don't like that. I'll
My bag.
loop for you. What's that word got to do with carrying a golf bag?
Going in and out?
I'll loop.
Loop? I don't know. I've never caddied.
No, I didn't either.
I've worked pretty much every golf course job out there except caddy.
You
know,
couldn't
happy
hack it
with
as a caddy?
I just never wanted to.
No.
Always worked in the public golf sector.
Let's say sector.
The public sector. I was working in the public sector.
I caddied at Westboro.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Caddies? I didn't know that.
Yeah, back when Whitey was there.
Didn't you?
I
used
worked
to,
for Whitey, too.
Didn't you used to catch range balls with a baseball glove?
Yeah.
Why would you do
Range.
You stood out in the driving range,
What, Berry Road?
catching balls with a baseball glove?
Yeah, there wasn't a driving range. It was just, and I didn't know. 'Cause the first time I did it, he was hitting wedges, and I would let it fall, and I'd run after the ball. And he goes, you don't have to wait for it to land. And they go, he says, bring a glove tomorrow. We'll chip some and you catch them. And then, okay, so I sit out there and he's hitting wedges. I'm
I bet
catching
that
them.
was quite a sight.
Threw him into a shag bag and then brought it back up.
Well, weren't they range balls he was hitting?
Oh, he's hitting his own balls.
Enter the trolls.
I never got out much. I was too small.
Retired Air Marshal wants to talk about it. Doug, he was up for Listener of the Year, was he not?
No.
No, he's up for the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month in January.
Okay.
Yeah, retired Air Marshal.
Hey, how you guys doing this morning?
We're fine.
Thank you.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm still coming for that Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month this month. I've kind of taken a step back and, reviewed my activity and my performance. Doug, I've tried not to get suspended as many times, so hopefully you take that into account. I think I'm doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
But also, I just figured that going after that last car wreck of Mr. Fix, I'm going to look fantastic during this call.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Don't be too high on yourself.
No, I just wanted to call in. I know, Tim, you said people really like whenever people are nice. So I did want to call in. I was podcasting the first segment yesterday, and I just want to say, Iggy, I do realize that it's always a bit the getting back to studio on time and all this stuff. You get a lot of crap. And yesterday you guys talked about kind of how just, if there really was issues or things like that, then, it would be solved. But I just wanted to say, Iggy, you're good on the show, and we all appreciate you, and I hope you don't ever get too crestfallen.
How about that little pat on the
that.
rope?
Yeah, pick me up.
Thanks, buddy.
Now, however, with that being said, I would like to make a statement. And this isn't negative. I just am truly curious. Do you really just not want to do Pepper and Genie? Do you not enjoy it?
I can take or leave it.
Just because
What's wrong with your phone? Where are you?
Hello? Sorry?
Yes.
AirPods died. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm on the phone now, though. But no, I was just curious because since you stopped wanting to do Pepper and Genie, which you have to do directly after the show when you're already in the studio, you suggested the idea of doing an ASMR show with props that would have to be filmed at a later date, and then now you've suggested coming in on the weekends, which is entirely separate, and I just feel like if the Pepper and Genie was because of the lazy or the effort involved, it seems like you're putting more effort into these other things. So I just figured, do you just really not like Pepper and Genie?
No, I don't believe I ever said I want to do an ASMR show.
No, I remember one time you guys were talking about it. You said, I wouldn't mind just bringing in some props, or I could do a little ASMR thing. And
I think I could do it on the air and have fun with it. I didn't say I would do a show.
Oh, I thought you said something about it getting 500,000 views as well. But
If I did an ASMR video, not a show.
Oh,
But
well,
I would love to do the music show. I mean, I enjoy music. I mean, it just got a little monotonous with me and Plowsy coming up with a topic every day pulling it out of our ass and then get in here and just talk for 10 minutes. I mean, it's just really no rhyme or reason to it.
because I really like Pepper and Genie. I enjoyed the unfiltered look into the Pepper and Genie random topics. I mean, I'm still waiting for how to stay cool in the summer. Or was it cold in the winter or warm in the winter? I don't remember which one you guys didn't get to. But I really could use knowing how to be warm today because it's really cold. I thought that it was supposed to be really warm for the rest of the month, like you'd said. But today it's really cold and it snowed last night everywhere. My car had to get scraped off this morning.
Where do you live?
Lake St. Louis.
Kentucky?
It was horrible. No, the roads are bad. I mean, I just passed a cop on the road, too.
Yeah, I just think you're making that up. But the fact is that, wear a coat today and then Sunday it'll be 60. So hang in there.
Right, but I forgot my coat today.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, pot him down. Okay,
Gone.
pot him down.
It's just never
It's the
winning.
Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month candidate, retired Air Marshal.
He's got a weak case. That was no good. It was cold this morning. There was ice on
last night, walking in and out of Enterprise Center, the Hawk.
Yeah, boy,
The Hawk was the Hawk out of the north or the south? I think it might have been out of the south, which is weird for how cold it was.
No. I saw some snow on the roofs today when I drove.
There was snow in my car this morning.
I didn't have any snow. I didn't even have ice. I had nothing.
Well, I saw some on the roofs in my neighborhood.
Good for you.
Well, then there
See any
was
out
some
there now?
snow.
See any snow out there?
Well, no, I'm saying when I drove this morning, I saw some snow on the roofs. You think I'm making that up?
I don't care. It's just, I told you it was going to be cold today, and then
would have been nice to have a heads
the
up.
next 10 days is going to be 60s, 50s, and 40s. So we'll be at the end of February, and we've had nothing so far this year.
Doug, I mean, summertime is basically here. And
It doesn't feel like it. It's 23 degrees right now.
Sundress season, and I feel like there is a growing sense that 2023 is the year of Sapphos.
Sapphos.
It's a year of Sapphos. I don't know if it's going to be the year.
This is the one that women will turn to their soft friends and say, your skin is soft like mine.
Oh, wasn't that a bad thing for men?
Fine with me.
I think for the most part, this winter has been just an extended fall.
Fall time is here.
Yeah.
Except around
exceptionally
Christmas
cold
season.
at Christmas.
Yeah,
Yuletide
Christmas.
season.
You know, those 3 days over Christmas, it was brutal. It was one of the coldest it's ever been. But other than that, I mean, this has been the mildest winter I can think of.
Yeah.
And what did the Farmer's Almanac say? Bitter cold everywhere in the Midwest.
Well, they're making it up.
Yeah, just
Don't they write that years in advance?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like when the gopher sees his shadow. Oops, 6 more weeks of winter.
That's just a fun little.
We haven't had any winter yet.
Well, we have had some winter. Just not bad. Not as bad as it usually is.
Well, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, me too.
Guys, I think it's going to be the summer of Rick. That's from the Hunchback of Von Castle.
Every summer's the summer of Rick.
Bingo.
It's Jackson.
Yeah.
He's going to be at Mardi Gras tomorrow. It's going to be big.
Is this really the kind of the start of the spring partying season for you?
No, well, you could say that, but then it'll be cold again. And I would say Memorial Day. That's when, like...
Oh, how do you do?
That's when you know that everything's going to be warm from there on out, and it's like the first...
Pony.
Yeah.
That's the high point of Sapphic play.
Memorial Day, like, I think if I had to, like, just rate... Not just, like, based on, like...
Oh, Mount Rushmore holidays?
Like, not what the holiday is celebrating, per se, just the time of the year.
Yeah.
Memorial Day would be it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I think Easter. Easter, and then it's middle of April, and you say, okay, warm weather, flowers are blooming.
Really wet in April.
Yeah, but it warms up. Once you see the flowers blooming, you start seeing the dogwoods and the...
Bill.
Azaleas.
No, and the leaves coming back on the trees, and everything's greening up again.
That happens remarkably almost right on April 15th.
Is that right?
When the trees suddenly are full of leaves. Yeah.
We're less than 2 months away
That's
from
when it
that.
happens.
I mean, we're essentially in summer.
Yeah, right now.
Mm-hmm. It's nice out there.
There's just a
Mostly
little bit
sunny.
of snow in my car this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, though, speaking of Summer of Rick, wasn't the Summer of George episode the one Raquel Welch was in?
That sounds right.
I was just thinking about Raquel Welch.
Good morning. Rick is going to make out with a 42-year-old divorcee named Barb tomorrow. From the Hunchback of Von Castle.
You'd be up for that?
That would be, like, far and away the oldest woman I've ever been with.
Yeah.
Like, far and away.
Yeah, I think mine is only like 6 years.
I don't even think I'd go that high.
Yeah, I know, but you're only 24.
Right. But I don't think someone who's 30 would be like a cougar by any means. Say it's in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how 30-year-olds perceive 24-year-olds.
I don't know.
I know
a lot of times you
24.
couldn't tell by looking at someone if they're 30 or 24.
Yeah, I don't know. Depends. Everyone's different, Doug.
Well, that's true. But still, that's the same age range.
Yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
And then as you get older, someone who's within like 20 years, you say, well, we're about the same age.
D. Donald, would you quit asking me about panties?
Oh.
Tim, how does this sound? 2023, the summer of no panties. That's from the Swing Haven board member. And Doug, we believe he's real now.
You guys will wear panties this summer, won't you?
I probably will.
Yeah. Tight, though.
Bill's wife says I'm 31 and a perfect cougar age for Jackie. Boy,
Oh.
look at that. There you go.
What
Bill's
the
wife.
Is this Bill's wife? Something's going on there. I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
It's just a guide. I wouldn't worry about it.
It's not a guy.
Yes, it is.
I don't think it is.
Rick, you lie. You tossed my Sally last night. That's from the recovering alcoholic from Belvin.
No.
I've never Jackson at the Blues game. I didn't see him tossing any Sally.
No.
I had some salad in the little area. It was pre-tossed. It was pre-tossed. I've never gone that direction. If it took me 48 hours to think about anal, what do you think it takes for a salad toss?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a valid point. Did you stay for the whole game?
No.
I did.
Look at you.
You're a little stallion.
KG and O-Town and me and Jesse were the last ones remaining.
Yeah, I left around the middle point of the second period. I was tired.
Why would you do that to the hometown club?
I got to get up at the crack of dawn.
I left before anybody else, so I can't get on Jackson if you don't get on me. So come on over here and get on me. I was woken by the thunder 2 nights ago, and I was up at 3, and I was dying there last night. Dying there. I was so tired. I mean, dying. And then Doug and a couple of people came over who listened to the show. I was sitting next to Doug. This gentleman comes over, and I just texted a buddy of mine who lives in, Doug, do you call Fort Lauderdale Lottie Dottie?
I don't. No. Down there, they just call it Lauderdale.
You like that? Why not the Fort, though?
It's quicker.
I call it Broward.
And texted my buddy that it looks like we're going to be getting there. He lives down there. And I said, hello, whore. Looks like we're headed your way for March. And then he wrote back, my dick equals hard. And that was sitting there as my phone was resting like that as we talked to a listener who just came up and wanted to say they enjoyed the program. And in the back of my mind, I'm virtually certain that what he saw as we were talking was a text from a guy saying, my dick equals hard.
Well, he probably wasn't surprised about that at all.
There's nothing that gets me harder than jorts.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting one for him to see.
Yeah.
But then again, it'd be on brand.
Did he send a pic?
Right.
Did not send a pic.
Okay.
Would have been wonderful had he.
No, it wouldn't have.
I don't get as many cock pics as I used to.
You used to get a lot of them?
Yeah.
Did you? Did you ask for them, or they just came unsolicited?
Unsolicited, and then some solicited. Ah, yes. Tell Rick that I'm a 47-year-old smoke show, and I'll torture his sack tomorrow at McGurk's. That's from Lady Sonia's teacup.
How about that, Jackson?
I don't want my sack
There's a lot of people want to smash your balls.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that does seem to be a thing.
I don't. And listen, I don't kink shame if that's what you're into.
I do.
But for me, leave my sack alone.
That can't be a kink.
Yeah, it is.
Everything seems like it's a kink.
Smack my balls?
Masochism.
I mean, guys wear cups, so that doesn't happen. You're just going to let somebody smack them?
You ever seen Billions?
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti's really into S&M.
Yeah, but she just took like a heel and grazed him. She wasn't smashing him, stomping him.
I'm telling you, that's people's kink.
It can't possibly be.
Yes, it is.
No.
It's a pain
See,
pleasure.
these people need to be shamed.
Why?
You don't get a free pass if you're that weird.
So your kink is getting
you get a free
hernia?
pass. No, you don't.
My kink is I want to get a hernia. Smash them.
Bill.
Yeah, I mean, I don't judge.
Tim, it's okay for you to leave early from the game because I know you're all hopped up on pills by then. Thanks. That's from Sweet Sweet Kai. It's Jackson's friend. I don't know what time the game. The puck dropped at 8. And I was in my car at 8:45.
Yeah. It was over about 10:45-ish, 10:50, I think.
So you went for 45 minutes?
I got there at around 7.
Yeah, we were hanging out before him.
Yeah.
I was in bed by 11:30. Traffic wasn't too bad.
Someone needs to sponsor Jackson's laugh. When something is very funny, he laughs backwards, and I think it's great. That's from Drew the Barbary Pirate.
Laughing backwards?
What does that mean?
Backwards? That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard that phrase.
Caller Drew does call in with some good theories, so if he wants to call in, 636-900-4TMA.
A lot of ladies on hold right now.
I just cleared the lines. I mean,
did you?
Well, you know,
because too many girls were calling.
I didn't want to block the phone lines because there's so many.
We're looking for trade proposals right now, not a bunch of
bisexual
leggy blondes. No.
But yeah, call in.
We are taking calls this morning. It's the Munganess St. Louis Acura Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. It's 8:25 in St. Louis. Send your emails in for the design, air, heating, and cooling email today. It comes your way. In our Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour. Appliance discounters 8 o'clock hours. Next, this is the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
If you are a commercial property manager, property owner, small business owner, or are involved in operations, listen up. Engineer Design Facilities has become the #1 commercial fire alarm service provider in the market. EDF's goal is to not increase your operating budget, but rather decrease it, and at the same time service your business's commercial fire alarm needs with the most experienced and competent technicians this region has to offer. Make sure your building is up to code. Email fire@edf-rg.com to schedule your systems evaluation today. That's fire@edf-rg.com. Hey, this is Tim McKernan of TMA, and we are thrilled to have another new sponsor on board the show. A couple of guys I have gotten to know. Longo Biggs, Injury Law, Doug Biggs, and C.D. Longo here with me. And C.D., one of the things that I want our audience to know is this. When people get injured in an accident, they don't necessarily know what to do, and that's where you guys come into play.
Yeah. Tim, it can be a very confusing process. If you get hurt in a car accident or injured some other way, people do not know what to do. They don't even know how to start a claim. We're going to take the hassle out of your hands and make the entire process very easy. Injury cases are potentially worth a lot of money. We're going to make sure you get every dollar you deserve. We're very excited to be part of the TMA family. We're hoping to have a lot of fun with this. If you or a loved one do get injured, please remember us at Longo Biggs Injury Law. You can visit our website at longobiggs.com, and that is Biggs with 2 G's.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Get the TMA mobile app and enable notifications so you don't miss a thing. See our content on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Stream us on the TMA mobile app and at TMASTL.com.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
I'm Ryan Kelly. Average credit card rates are at 19.1%. They haven't been this high since July of 91. 35% of households are taking on new credit to cover the basic expenses. If you're a homeowner, you don't have to live like this. According to CoreLogic, the average borrower has almost $300,000 in equity. With a simple cash out refinance, we can pull out that equity and give you your cash at closing. Start fresh on the path to financial freedom today. TheHomeLoanExpert.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326240.
Hey, TMA boys and ladies. Throw on some beads and celebrate Mardi Gras at the DB's Tents in Soulard, Saturday, February 18th. Party under the huge heated tent on the parade route in Soulard with a premium open bar, tons of private restrooms, and in and out access. Hello. Live music on the 360 Vodka stage from the Teenage Dirtbags, Mod Sun, and the Nitty Gritty Dirtbags. Giveaways on site courtesy of Johnny Brock's Dungeon Party Warehouse. Must be 21 or older. Tickets are on sale now. Get all the details and find the link to purchase your tickets for the Mardi Gras DB's Tent in Soulard at dbsportsbar.com. Brought to you by Jameson, High Noon, and Randall's Wines and Spirits. Hey, if you like the morning after, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN. HD1, by the way. It's Sports Talk with Tim McKernan and Action Jackson from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. each weekday, right after the morning after. It's the worst named show in the history of radio, but the content's pretty good, so check it out on 101 ESPN or get the podcast on the TMA app.
Okay. Hot takes.
Yeah.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
And now the Pepperoncini Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Strode. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at TMASTL.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever. The Tim McKernan Show podcast, featuring long-form interviews with people from the world of sports, politics, and entertainment.
And our guest today, Bill McClellan. Thanks so much for coming in.
Hey, my pleasure, Tim.
What's up, Caden?
Hi, how are you?
Joe Buck, our guest today.
Man, it's like I haven't seen you in years.
More than 500 episodes and counting, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts, including the TMA STL app. Get the app now at TMASTL.com. KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Now, back to the Ryan Kelly Morning After.
Wow, wow, wow.
Is this a remix?
Yeah.
Is it a Chris Raby remix?
Raby made the beat, yeah. Butterfly Effect by Travis Scott.
Sick. Doug, check out this remix.
Okay, yeah, I'm hearing it. It lets you know that anybody can be a singer if you just have a computer.
Sick.
Oh my. Oh my.
That's a hard cut there.
Mm-hmm.
Remix.
How much do we have to listen to?
It's a remix.
Okay. Oh, for heaven's sake. He's talking about Skanksgiving?
Man, if people are like, just, if they got the bass up as they drive down Manchester today, and this is bumping, man, I can't imagine, like, all the people from the Central Corridor checking them out. Like, yeah, you got money, huh?
That's what it's about when you play your music real loud?
Yeah.
It says, I got money?
That's exactly right. And it's an old money thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're... One of the tough things, Doug, there's that par 5 right along the entrance at St. Louis Country Club where we just joined. And it's tough because I'll be putting for Eagle 80% of the time I play it. And when members come in, they are bumping that Steadfast Eyes.
The spinners on their car.
Butterfly effect, yes. Spinners. That's correct. Some have hydraulics.
Right.
The hole right there on Ladue Road.
Yeah, it's a par 5.
A lot of pickup trucks, too, there.
It's gettable.
Lifted lift kits.
Yeah, again, it's an old money thing.
Right. There's nothing more old money than that.
What would they do to a member who showed up like that?
Boy, I would love to see it.
I would, too.
There's no doubt Jackson will bottom in the Smoky Mountains with this song playing. That's from the Crystal City Clan.
Is that your plan?
I mean, it's a fire song. I don't think I'll be bottoming to it, but...
KG, do you have a chubby right now listening to your gal? That's from Drew, the Barbary Pirate.
I do.
Have you?
Doug, KG in O-Town might be in love with Cassie.
Really?
I am, yeah.
Does she know?
Does she know? No, I'm waiting to Kachina.
Oh.
Well, when it's season.
Have you made contact with her?
I talk a couple times a day.
Really?
Really?
Just some DMs, yeah.
Wow.
So there's some smoke there. And where there's smoke, there's usually some fire.
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
Iggy, for the record, is not in the Michelob Ultra Studios as we start this play. It's just kind of something like our. Do you have any idea what, like, ballpark age she is?
I think around, I'm going to play this smart and say about 38.
Oh, is she that old? I thought she was much younger.
Interesting. Right, saying playing it smart, so that means he thinks like in mid-40s.
I was going to take the under on that.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I've never really looked at a picture close of her. Huh.
I love her.
My God.
Huh. And she's shown some reciprocal interest?
Well, she sent me that picture of that double rainbow that time. I'm still trying to decipher that.
Yeah, what does that?
Yeah.
That's a strange thing.
Well,
to
it'll
just
be
send
interesting to see
somebody.
where this goes.
Especially when you go to Kachina in a month.
Right. Season.
What should I wear?
All white.
Right. Linen.
And bring your white.
Yeah.
Can I borrow your Gucci slides?
Those things are beat up, man. You have no interest in those. No, you're going to need a loafer with no sock.
Yeah, it's a nice play.
High waters.
Doug, that's what the young tykes are wearing, those high
It's
waters.
such a weird look. Such a horrible, weird look.
I love the ankles outlook.
Why?
I got good ankles, bro.
It's just such a crazy... You look like Pee Wee Herman when you dress like that.
Pee Wee Herman has drip.
He doesn't.
Riz.
I see a lot of hockey players dress like that when they're dressed up. High water pants. I don't get it. I don't.
Can we do a little fashion show with you? Get you in some high waters?
No.
Ooh, Bill.
I could sell it.
No. Why would you want to wear high water pants?
You got good ankles.
That's right. You want to show them off. Show the ladies. Ladies love bass in your car and ankles on display.
Everybody has kind of the same looking ankles, don't
Not
they?
necessarily. We've talked about cankles before. It's one of the worst beats in the game.
But guys don't have cankles.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do.
Oh, really?
I know.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody was looking at that. Just talking.
Well, that's not good either.
The terrible thing. Guys, the best part about Cassie is that she's clearly a trust fund gal. Her father must be a good earner. Lock that up, KG. That's from Deke Dotem.
That's my future father-in-law. You keep his name out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Mouth.
Attaboy.
Wouldn't we all like to be a trust fund baby?
Guys,
No
the
one would
show
say
is
no to
filled
that.
with simps. That's from Father Brown.
Yeah.
I don't know who he's talking about.
Everyone, apparently.
Simping ain't easy.
So will you contact this gal today, KG?
I'm not going to force anything, but if I feel like chatting, I'll send her a little something.
Does she know what you look like?
Yeah, we did a Zoom podcast, so we've, yeah.
Wow.
Have you FaceTimed her?
Wow.
Other than the Zoom call, no.
Well, maybe that's the next move.
Shirt on or off?
Off?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Cucina.
Now, where is that?
Palm Beach.
Huh?
Where does she live?
She's a Palm Beach girl.
She lives on Palm Beach.
I don't know her exact address. I'll figure it out.
Because if that is the case, Dotem is correct. And you really probably should try to do whatever you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where some of the wealthiest people in the country live.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not a new report. Yes, never mind. Old. Yes. It's not. No. It's an old report. Yes! Last year's report. No. Oh, gosh. How many times do you have to say something?
And he answered again when he asked.
I didn't know how long that drop was. I just let it ride. I just let it ride.
Aux is off, you virgin. That's from the
Oh,
608.
wow. Yeah, that's my bad.
On.
And now my headphones are unplugged. Things are going sideways.
Are you wearing the disco ball thing? Oh, no, you're wearing your white ones.
Yeah. My white ones work on this thing, so I don't have to plug into Iggy's box.
Who gave us those? Everybody gave us a pair of white ones.
Listener who lives in Chi-Town, stand up.
Yeah, these are Gangster Pete's old ones. But they work just fine.
Yeah.
Are they good ones?
Mine are at home in a drawer.
Look, Doug, if I want to play video games, look at that.
Oh, wow, the
little
microphone
mic
comes right
Yeah,
out.
look at that little mic here.
Why do you need that to play a video game?
If I'm playing with my friends.
You can just chit-chat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you do that a lot?
No.
Dotem says, I'm not knocking her artistry, but based on her social media, she clearly doesn't have a job outside of being an indie artist, and also she clearly lives in Palm Beach proper. Her dad equals sexy. That's from Deke Dotem.
In all seriousness, from the little bit I talked to her, I wonder if that's a touchy subject. I got the vibe that maybe she doesn't have the best family past.
Dog, intriguing.
That is very, very intriguing.
I'll find out.
Okay, yeah, I think...
What a development.
Yeah,
have you and Wellington talked about this at all?
No, we haven't talked about this.
You feel like you're cucking him?
Not my problem.
Damn! Gosh,
He had his chance. He blew it.
Boy, howdy.
How did he blow it again? I forget how he...
Yeah, what an idiot. He donated money to a charity. What an idiot.
Oh, and here we go.
Welcome back, Iggy.
Heads up, part-time.
Well, I want to give you some airtime, so I took my time. Well, that's what he did. He donated money, and then she ghosted him. So what else would you think? You donate somebody money, and then she disappears. So, yeah, he asked the question, and then instead of answering the question, she just gave the money back and ghosted him.
Nice.
Well, I mean, it's what happened. I mean, it's nice or not nice. I don't know. It's what happened.
Good morning. Kachina's in West Palm. I went there with my ex. It's filled with 22-year-old girls and 55-year-old divorced men.
Is it really?
That's from Jenny Tell you. Well, there might be one in West Palm now, but there's absolutely one in Palm Beach.
So it's an active sugar daddy situation?
It's Napoli times a million.
Really?
It's unreal.
And it's a concert?
No, it's like a restaurant that turns into kind of a clubby thing. And
I'm about to get paid in the Escalade.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I haven't been there in a long time. And for whatever reason, I remember the names when I heard that song. I go, oh my God, she's signing like the Napoli of Palm Beach. How does she have the wherewithal? But alas, I guess we have the answer.
Right. Cucina's is in Palm Beach or West Palm?
Cucina, I believe, is in Palm Beach. But maybe there is a second location that Jenny Talia is familiar with. I agree with Jenny Talia's statement that it is a lot of 20-something ladies with 50-something gentlemen.
Really?
Well, that's the scene.
Well, there are a lot of 50-something gentlemen with serious money down there. That's
my
sure.
God, forget about it. Yeah. It's like a TMA Live.
Yeah. Very similar. The Kennedys still have a compound down there in Palm Beach?
Yeah. That's where one of the... Who was that? It wasn't JFK Jr. It was another guy. I can't remember.
One of them was named
His last name was Smith.
Yeah, that's right.
I watched that trial. Bud Black just destroyed every witness. The
old
prosecution.
Royals pitcher?
No, Roy Black. I'm sorry, Roy Black, the attorney. It was worth the price of admission to watch him just destroy every prosecution witness. It was a treat.
Yeah. Epstein had a place there.
Drove by it.
Yeah. Rush Limbaugh had a big spot.
That girl is going to 100% finesse KG. I don't know how, but I just know it. That's from Sweet Sweet Kai, Jackson's buddy.
You say he's going to finesse?
That's right.
Does that mean take his money?
Yeah.
Play him for a fool?
Yes.
There ain't nothing to take.
Joke's on her.
Yeah, so therefore KG and O-Town's
Yeah,
free-roll.
you're unfinessable.
Yeah, half of 0 is still 0.
You're telling me she's a trust fund girl and has daddy issues? What is KG waiting for? This is fish in a barrel. That's from Uncle Nuggets.
I'll be down there in a month.
Will you? Just on vacation?
Do you want me and Anna Marie to join you, or you want this to be a solo mission?
No, I'd love that. I'd love a little double date action.
All right. Guess we're in, Doug. I guess we're going to Kachina.
You think you and I could get her for like an exclusive sit down while we're both down there?
I think we could land that. Maybe we'll do it at Kachina.
Huh. Oh, God. You're going there just to see her?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Really?
No.
You're going there for vacation?
Iggy shook his head and smirked. What did that mean, Ken?
I'm still flabbergasted by, can we get an exclusive?
Oh.
I'm guessing that she's not getting many requests for interviews.
Well, her music is very popular here.
That's about it.
Well, she's found an niche.
I think she went from 12 to 20 subscribers once we played her music.
That's a nice little niche.
Yeah, she picked up almost 40%.
Or more.
It'd be more than that.
Well, I'm not big on math.
Classic rock.
Sup, KG? That's from Mr. Licks.
Sup, Licks?
Are you a Mr. Licks guy, KG in 010?
Oh, yeah. We got a little alliance. We talk a lot.
Really? You talk with Cassie and you talk with Mr. Licks?
I talk with Licks more than Cassie.
You talk with Licks more than Cassie?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's been championing my work for getting Pepper and Jeannie back, so there's been a lot of talk in that regard.
Any progress on that to report?
Ask the guy to your left, Doug.
Oh.
Why would you ask me?
Because it's your
the
show.
only report I can give you is they were supposed to be sponsors, and there's no sponsors, so that's the only report I can give you.
No.
Well, you heard me.
Well, I don't know. How can you get a sponsor if there's no show?
Chicken and egg.
Oh, we did a exclusive interview with Maitland Ward and said there's going to be sponsors, and we didn't.
I thought it was.
Yeah, you got the wrong interview, bro.
We didn't have any spots to play.
And Katie Cush was a
Katie
Cush. Did he say Katie Cush or Cush?
I don't say it. I don't know who it is.
There were sponsors, and there were no sponsors.
So this is pretty much all KG's
Well, you're
fault.
supposed to look at me and get an answer.
Well, if sponsors could be arranged, you'd bring the show back, wouldn't you?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the sponsors would be upset to sponsor something that didn't exist.
I've already said, and I've said it many times, that if the station can make money on me doing something, I'll do it. I'm not going to do it for free because nobody's listening and nobody cares. And so why do it?
Yeah.
Jenny Talia has issued an apology. Tim, as always, you are correct. I was thinking of the Avocado Grill in West Palm, which is also filled with 22-year-old girls and 55-year-old women? I said women.
Oh.
It's got to be why? Because I'll be hanging out at the Avocado Grill.
Yeah, it is a misprint. Wasn't almost every bar in West Palm filled with 50-year-old men and 20-something
West Palm
women?
isn't necessarily that nice.
Yeah, it's just another city.
Right.
Palm Beach, you go across the waterway there, and
there's some
the
nice
world
places.
changes.
Well, yeah, there are some nice places, absolutely, but it's not.
Yeah, you got some,
Palm Beach.
You got some trailer parks across the bridge.
The same guy who interviewed two 18-years from Miami, a YouTube fetish artist and Fontbonne administrators, is throwing shade at KG for interviewing Cassie. Once again, self-awareness at an all-time high. That's from Sister Catherine Patricia.
Well, we all interviewed him. He came on the show. I didn't sit down and do a podcast with SGO Kai.
You'd like to, though, wouldn't you?
That'd be kind of boring.
Oh.
Really? I'd listen to that.
No, I thought the show would be fun because people would make fun of him, and the texts would be funny, and the emails would be funny. That's why I did it. I didn't think it was going to be a great interview.
Well, the interview with SGO Angel Julia was revealing.
Yeah, that was fun.
No.
Yes, though, Doug, to Mentality at lowtusa.com. Maybe I need to go back out there. I have been exhausted the last couple days. Sweet mother of mercy. And, Doug, you want to know what my Whoop recovery was last night?
What's it based on?
You know what? That's a great question. Why I have resting heart rate very elevated with an exclamation point. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you're on the air 20 hours a day, and then you go hit some golf balls, play with your kids, and you go to bed.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. I feel ill. But either way, feeling tired, you're feeling anxious, you got weight gain, muscle loss. Well, those are going to be symptoms of low testosterone. Get it taken care of at lowtusa.com. Decreased mental acuity, attention span, and stress can cause focus issues on even the most simple tasks. Belly fat, feeling bloated, and a lack of lean muscle and tone that used to be easy to get rid of or maintain. Mentality can take care of that for you. Testosterone therapy helps men regain normal function and restore their ability to perform normally at all levels. It's Mentality online at lowtusa.com. That is Mentality. lowtusa.com. Iggy, why don't you tell the people about Blue Chew?
Oh.
I will, and I have to tell you, my white noise machine came yesterday.
Oh, yeah? How's it doing?
God, I love that thing.
Yeah, that's nice.
Did you use it last night?
Yeah, I put it on the ocean waves.
Put you right to sleep?
Oh, God, I don't know if I snore or not, but it was comfortable. Yes,
okay.
I like it. Took me a while to figure it out, but I got it done.
Did you just press play?
Yeah, but I couldn't. I didn't know you had to hold it down. I just kept punching it. It wasn't having. Then I finally read the directions.
Okay.
Silly of me not to read them before I started playing with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Blue Chew. Guys, I told you for Valentine's Day. Hopefully you went out and got it. Gave your significant other something to be pleased about on Valentine's Day. I'll just make this normal. I don't need to make fun of the guys.
Good.
There's nothing wrong with having limp ween.
Oh.
It happens to everybody, man. Not everybody, but
not you.
Not me, but
no.
And nobody in this room. It just happens to guys, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Now, a mint-flavored chewable. It has vardenafil with the active ingredients of Levitra and Staxin, so you can stay hard and fresh.
Fresh?
Hard and fresh.
I added that. Well, it's got a nice fresh taste to it. It's a mint flavor. Blue Chew is an online prescription service and no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line, no pharmacy. Shipped right to your door in a discreet package. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, hold on a line, Doug. No doctor visit, no pharmacy.
Yeah.
Boner pills are ready, Johnny Johnson?
Yep.
Nope. And here's a special offer this far.
I've never heard that at Walgreens, by the way.
No, but it could happen. Guys are afraid of that.
Okay.
It may not happen, but what happens if it does? You're nowhere to be found. Calling your name, nowhere to be found. Tell this guy's boner pills are ready. We got things to do here. Yeah, then you go up and get them. And
you need to change pharmacies if they're doing that to you.
Well, you don't have to go to a pharmacy. You don't have to worry about it.
Right. That's the beauty of this.
Anyway, just for our listeners, try Blue Chew for free with your promo code TMA at checkout and just pay $5 shipping and handling. The BlueChew.com promo code TMA. Receive your first month free. Get a stiffy and a jiffy. BlueChew.com.
There it is. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Chew it, do it. That's all you got to do. Chew it. Come on, honey. I'm ready.
And you're fresh.
Yeah, you're fresh now.
Yeah,
it's a minty.
It's a mint flavor.
You're minty fresh, too, when you go to designairservice.com for our design, air, heating, and cooling email today, or for any furnace issues you have. If you're on a furnace issue today, sweet mother of mercy. But then in a couple days, maybe it isn't sweet mother of mercy because, my God, Doug, this weekend,
what?
Temperatures in the
Nice.
high 50s.
Yeah.
It's gonna hit
Sunny
60.
on Sunday.
It's going to hit 60.
Ball striking paradise.
Yeah. You go from
Next
heat
week,
to windows.
68 on Wednesday, 65 on Thursday, 60 next Sunday. I mean, summertime and the living is easy. And the living is easy when you're with Seth Goldcamp and Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com, the official HVAC provider of the Ryan Kelly Morning After and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. A new episode up yesterday. The title of the episode, Doug, is called Praise Doug.
Praise Doug.
That's right. That's the title of the episode.
And what's the episode about?
I don't recall why did we call it Praise Doug?
We're just big fans of how Doug operates.
We are big fans of how Doug operates. Yeah, so praise Doug.
In baseball, they say, I like the way he goes about his business.
I like that.
And that's,
I like that. Tony La Russa said, I like the way he goes about
Goes about his business.
You're a good radio man.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. But why do they have to say how he goes about his business?
You like that better than hockey trade?
What? I don't like either one.
Have a golf shot.
Oh, yeah, what about a golf shot?
I don't care for that. I don't. All of them need to be stricken from our lexicon.
Yeah, I don't like when I hit a good shot and say, oh, that's a golf shot.
Golf shot. Of course, well, that's what you're playing.
There's a website that tells you about what all these meanings, how they started. And I found one fascinating the other day, and I hate to say it because I can't remember it, but I always wondered put some elbow grease into it. I never knew what that meant.
You didn't?
And I looked it up, and I found it fascinating what it meant, but then I forgot what it was. But there is a site that tells you.
Like using your hands, using your arms, using some strength to get it done.
Well, it makes no sense. What is there? There's no grease on your elbow. Here. It makes no sense.
It's not. You don't use your elbow. You just using your arms or whatever to.
Yeah, I know what it means, but where's it come from? Elbow grease.
Well, I don't know.
That's the point. This whole website tells you what those things mean.
Okay.
If you ever worry, where did that come from? Well, you can look it up.
Okay.
Doug, the Battlehawks open up on Sunday, and I don't feel like many people know that.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I think it's a big problem not having them in town. I don't know how people can get to know the team at all, just by being on TV once a week. It's very important, I think, for them to show up on stories in the newspaper and local TV stations.
That was what they were so good at in 2020. Which is a credit to Kurt Hunziker, Mark Taylor, and the people who worked down there.
It's just hard.
Stully.
Yeah, Stully. It's just hard when they're not here.
Right. That's
I mean,
what I'm saying.
They came in twice, I think, to do some things. Now, Carly is coming in at 9:30.
Doug, Carly will be here at 9:30. Iggy's the
here?
one. She's the one who Iggy got a T-shirt for in Jamaica. So I'm sure the listeners will have some questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
She wearing the T-shirt?
I didn't ask her to.
She doesn't like the T-shirt.
Well, we'll find out when she comes in and how she got it. All the listeners, the texters, she didn't even ask for it. She didn't even like it. You just picked it up trying to hit on her. So she'll answer all those questions. But I think she is hosting, every Sunday, she's hosting a watch party for the Battlehawks. So she can talk about that, maybe where you can come watch the game if you don't have it at home.
All right.
Or Battlehawks fans are meeting to watch. So they're playing this Sunday, but I'm with Tim. I don't think a lot of people know that.
Well, it's going to be fun. Doug, as you know, they're taking on the San Antonio Brahmas.
Those Brahmas, they got some bulls in the backfield.
Who do you like in this one?
I like our club.
Battlehawks are -2.
Yeah.
Over-under is 36.5, so they're expecting a lower scoring game.
We've put together some good athletes, and if they can just stay healthy and, stay out of the penalty box, I think that it could be good.
Can you name anybody other than A.J. McCarron on the team?
Brian Hill.
How about Brian Hill?
I couldn't tell you.
No, I couldn't either. I hope they succeed. I'd just like them to be based here.
Marcel Aitman, who's a wide receiver with the Raiders. Second pick in the XFL draft. He was drafted in the 7th round in the 2018 draft by the Raiders.
All right.
I expect a big year out of him.
Yeah, McCarron to Aitman.
McCarron,
got DraftKings.
touchdown.
Yeah, there you go. Nurse?
Can you play DraftKings with this?
God, I would bet you can.
I would think so. That may be a way to steal some money. If you're actually following this and you do a little research.
Coach, how cool was it that it was a Wisconsin player that sank the winning shot?
Well, they're all Wisconsin players.
Yeah, you can tell that by the name across their jersey.
God almighty.
That's the giveaway.
Good morning. I have no questions for Carly. I don't really care about a T-shirt you bought for her. That's from Mr. Licks.
Yeah, well, that's you one person that don't. But if you listen to the text over the last week, there are people that do care about it. I'm with you. You shouldn't care about it.
Doug, why does them not being in St. Louis matter? It's not like we haven't just had a pandemic for the last 3 years where local and national media outlets had to figure out how to do interviews on Zoom and Teams, etc. I really don't understand why it's the team's fault when they're easily accessible online. It's from Kevin's brother, Jack Demo.
It's not the team's fault. It's what the league is doing to cut down on cost, to have everybody train in the same place. The Cardinals and the Blues are already well established. This team is not. We don't know anybody.
It's better than the USFL, which played all their games in Birmingham. Like, if none of the games were in St. Louis, that was a bad
You're supposed to root for a team that never steps foot in your city?
And the USFL starts in, 4 weeks?
USFL? They already played their season.
Didn't, on the Super Bowl, there were all kinds of commercials. Football's back in 4 weeks.
Yeah, I did see something for that, and that wasn't the XFL.
It was USFL.
Are they playing again? Like a staggered schedule?
There's all kinds of promotions for it.
Battlehawks post engagement announcement on their players almost daily. That's from Wolf Boy.
Where do you see it? You got to go to their website to get that, probably.
Wolf Boy, you want to call in? Steve Schmidt, North County phone lines.
I don't doubt they're trying to market it. I just think it's tough if you're not in the city.
USFL re-kicks off in April.
Yeah, a couple months.
Guys, if you bet in the XFL, you don't have to pay your losses. Some people know, some people don't. That's from the bastard James Hahn.
That's what I mean. These things come in. Even though we've answered these questions, they still come in.
Hello, St. Louis!
Oh, see, that's what I want. I want Battlehawks players screaming that.
Here's a great topic I learned a lot about. Elbow grease. Don't know what it means, so go look it up. It's from Gary Gaetti.
Yeah, I apologized. I said that I don't remember what the answer was. I don't even remember the name of the website. I just know there is one.
That's one of the descriptions.
Hell of a story, though.
You know, like I'll go kick rocks. What does that mean? Go look it up.
It means kicking rock. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, but what does it mean when you say, why don't you go kick rocks?
Well, kicking a rock would really hurt. So when you're telling, so it's basically like F off.
Yeah, there's all kinds. I'll find that website.
I see it here. The English poet Andrew Marvell used the word elbow grease in 1672, and in 1699 it appeared in the New Dictionary of Canting Crew with a definition of a term for sweat. Some guy just made it up.
Yes, I'm a gentleman. I prefer a man to rub me down.
Oh, come on, Joe.
Lack of effort. Not wanting people to care while simultaneously bringing up the subject and always wanting attention. This man is the voice of my generation. It comes from the millennial.
Well,
I don't understand it. I mean, what did I bring up that I wanted to bring attention to myself? You people bring these things up.
You don't
I
like
just
the
answer
attention,
them.
do you? You don't like
I
attention.
I couldn't care less if I get attention.
No, I know. You don't cherish the spotlight.
I don't shy away from it, but I don't go looking for it. No.
Doug, it's on the Battlehawks fan page. You can catch up with the private lives of these young burly boys. It's
Okay.
from Wolf Boy.
I just never think to go there. I never think to browse. Maybe traffic on the site will pick up after they play a game or two.
Well, it's this Sunday.
Are they here?
San Antonio. No, San Antonio.
Do we have a
Favorite on the
team
road?
in the USFL and don't know it?
No. No, we do not. Pittsburgh does.
Oh, do they?
Michigan. I think Jeff Fisher coaches the Michigan team.
Seattle Sea Dragons are at D.C. on Sunday Night Football.
Where are these games carried?
ESPN and ESPN Plus for the Sea Dragons and Defenders.
Where can you watch the Battlehawks besides where Carly's going to have a watch party, but can you watch it locally?
ABC.
Really?
Yeah, ESPN Plus.
I'll probably watch it Sunday.
Will you?
Look at that.
Along with a little golf.
Okay. When I was in Dallas, I heard there was talk that they want a second NFL team down there.
Probably could support it.
Yeah. The area is so big
huge.
now and growing so
Jerry
quickly.
Jones would allow that?
He probably would fight it. Sure he would.
Unless he owns it.
But there's a lot of people who would love to go to Cowboy games and can't get in.
He couldn't own the
Tickets
team.
are absurdly expensive.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm sure they'd support it more than a lot of cities, a second team probably.
Never happened.
No, it probably won't happen. But that is a major football area down there. The high school stadiums are enormous,
Oh,
like
my
college
God.
stadiums.
Yeah, I have a buddy who, Frog Dad is from...
Frog Dad.
Frog Dad hails from that
He's from
region.
Dallas, and yeah, his high school stadium was massive.
Mm-hmm.
Like bigger than some small colleges.
Yeah. And they say that 7 and 8-year-old kids play, and there's a couple thousand people in the stands watching.
That's crazy. They love it down there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We don't have that football bug here.
No, this is a basketball town.
This is a basketball.
I don't think it's a basketball town either.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think so. The Billikens would be a bigger deal if it was.
Billikens, rah, rah, rah. They were a big deal in the 90s with Spoonbee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the Majerus brought it back.
That's right.
I think it's a baseball town. Becoming a hockey town.
Packed last night for a Thursday night game against a team that's supposedly selling, but now is going to win the Stanley Cup. Plus 10,000.
Yeah, I like their chances now.
Guys, I'm serious, 100%. The breathing and lip smacking is no longer something to joke about. It's so bad and it makes it hard to listen. Please get an engineer to look at the microphone or put a muzzle on Strode. I am begging you. This from the 636.
That one hit you kind of hard. You look crestfallen. Oh, is that what it sounds like? Sounds like gurgling.
I cracked that one up. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing a little tongue action there, but I always do. I don't know why I did that, but... Yeah,
Guys, I would like to bet Iggy $250 that he does not watch more than 5 minutes of the Battlehawks game. That's from the Birthday Hawk. You could win $250 just by watching.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take that
You
bet.
gotta go
Mark it
Facebook
in
Live.
right now. I'll even let you come over and watch me. Watch
wow.
6 minutes of it, and then hand me the money as you leave.
You're inviting
Birthday
people.
Hawk?
Inviting people to your place.
No, this guy.
Birthday Hawk.
Bring over $250. I'll give you my address. You come over. We'll watch 6 minutes of the game. Then I'll say, get the F out.
Oh,
Leave
what if
the
he doesn't want to
250.
leave? What if he's
Leave the
comfortable?
$250 on the table and get out.
He may not want to leave.
No, seriously. Put your money where your mouth is. Let's go.
You're calling him out.
I am.
And you're kind of fed up with
We
it.
just made the bet. I accept it. I'll let you come over to my house for 6 minutes.
Birthday Hawk, the action is back on you.
What if he doesn't want to come to your house?
Well, then don't make bets like that and then, forget it.
Guys, I look forward to McCarran's wife getting a load of #OurTown. Wait until she gets glimpses of Wreck dancing with a guy named Frog Dad at Wheelhouse.
Right.
Very similar to Tuscaloosa 10 years ago. That comes from Alan Dadeville. Bama ain't the same without Kirby Powell.
I don't dance with Frog Dad. Not often, at least.
Is Frog Dad going to this Gatlinburg retreat?
You better believe it.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He lives here now?
Mm-hmm.
Why would he move from Dallas to St. Louis?
Went to Mizzou, then moved here. Got a job.
Really?
Who came up with these nicknames?
Well, his nickname is Dog Dad, but I just changed it to Frog Dad because I'm different.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
A good swimmer or something? To earn the name Frog?
I'm sure he's a fine swimmer. He's got kind of a hairy back.
Oh, that'll hold you back.
That's a bad beat.
That is a bad
20s.
Yeah, shoulder hair, too.
Man, don't you just go get that lasered off?
Can you get it lasered off?
Mm-hmm. I had a buddy get his back hair lasered off.
Oh, yeah?
He couldn't be in the sun. He couldn't be in the sun for like a week.
Ooh, cats and dogs.
I bet it hurts. It's probably expensive, too, if your whole back is full of enough hair to weave a Persian rug.
Birthday Hawk says, give me the address, Iggy. Jamie's going to cover the $250. It's in the Birthday Hawk.
There you go. Make a bet, and then you just weasel on it and make fun of it.
Yeah.
Turn it into something else.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday Hawk, it sounds like you're not wagering. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I didn't think you would. Just
No, I didn't either.
open your mouth and then act like a fool.
So what I'm hearing is Battlehawks watch party at Ken's tomorrow. I'll bring the butter if Ken supplies the cod. That's from glove blogger Tom Traven.
There's nothing wrong with some good cod.
No.
I've got a landing strip. Doug's got shark in there. He forgot again.
Yeah, I forgot it yesterday. I got it written down here today to pick it up.
Oh, pick up the shark. It's sitting there for you. I am on the TMA app every day in Washington, D.C. And to be honest, I hear no heavy breathing. It must be a bit for other listeners. That's from the D.C. Hoosiers. There you go, Iggy. Support.
I think it must be, too, but an awful lot of them say something about it.
I just think somebody said something I'll pick up. But maybe it's on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe you're on YouTube. You're on your computer. You turn the thing all the way up, and you hit every little sound. Now, I think it's safe to say this is a very sensitive mic.
No doubt.
Everything is different. Everything's going to be turned way up on this mic. But the fact is, you're all hearing it on YouTube, if you hear it at all. I mean, I'm sitting right here with headphones on in the mic. I don't hear it. You would think if I'm talking...
There it is. I hear it now.
I would hear that.
I'm going to wipe that mic off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sneezed. Oh, now that's ASMR. There's
ASMR.
So naughty. It's Bill's time. Audio's now peaking. Yeah, big time.
That's ASMR.
Guys, if 25 listeners contribute $10, can we all come over to Ken's pad to watch 6 minutes of the game? That's from the 636.
Sure.
You'll hook them up with beers, though, right?
They're getting nothing. You walk in the door at whatever time this game starts. 12, kickoff, watch it, get out. All of you, there's how many people are coming over?
Sounds like $25,
You don't
$10
sound
a
like
all
a
of you
very
put all of you
gracious
put your
host.
all of you put your $10 on the table as you leave.
Should they bring a covered dish?
No, bring nothing.
What happens if someone needs a bathroom?
I may even just take the TV outside so you can watch it from the door.
You don't want them in your crib.
I don't know these people.
Could you imagine 20 like mid-40s guys huddled around an apartment in Maryland Heights?
Walking
Watching XFL football.
handing me $10 as they come in the door.
Yeah.
No, take your shoes off. Don't sit on the furniture. Just stand there for 6 minutes.
Call the fuzz.
Make a bet and weasel out of it, and then make yourself out to be a fool. So much for the self-awareness turd. Doug, that's from Stan the Caddy. He wasn't happy with Iggy hitting an 8-iron instead of a 7 on 18 at Bellevue.
And again, you don't listen to the show and heard the explanation. You just keep bringing up and rehashing the same crap, even though we've covered it.
TMA Walrus #1 wants to cover it. He is on the Steve Schmidt Kiev North County phone lines here in our appliance discounters 8 o'clock hour, even though it's 9:07. Good morning, TMA Walrus #1.
Morning, boys. How are you guys?
We're fine. You?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Good, thanks. I was just calling to back up Jackson. St. Louis in this area, especially in high school, it's mostly basketball.
Look at that, Doug. It's basketball time.
Basketball. Yeah.
Well,
If
why do you
go
say that?
Well, because if you go outside of St. Louis, west, it's all high school football. But for some reason, well, except for Kansas City might be 50-50. But for the most part, west half football, east half is basketball.
Better believe
100%.
it. Hell yeah, Jake.
And that's based on high school attendance figures?
It's just the hype. A lot of the best players in high school basketball come from St. Louis. A lot of the best high school football players come from outside of St. Louis. I mean, there's obviously some in here, but you're looking around some of the smaller towns in Kansas City for that. But it's kind of it's funny how it's about split down the middle of the state.
Okay.
But as far as like college, it's all basketball. I think there's more interest in Mizzou basketball.
That's how you gauge the popularity of the sport, is if there's better athletes in one sport coming out of St. Louis. Because if you go by attendance, football stadiums or high school football stadiums carry more than gymnasiums.
Sure, yeah, of course. No, I'm not saying that's how I base it off of attendance. I'm just saying that most of the best basketball players are coming from St. Louis, and most of the best high school football players are coming from outside of St. Louis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To do with.
I'm going to argue with that's what I'm saying. If you say that, then
Right.
that's how you're basing that it's a basketball city compared to a football city?
I think it's more about the hype. I think they get more hyped up about basketball, high school basketball in St. Louis than they do in football. Whereas, like, where I'm from in Southwest Missouri, everybody goes Friday nights to the football game.
Why do you say Missouri?
Yeah. Oh, I do that mostly because it annoys my wife.
Oh,
she really hates it when I say Missouri, so I like to do it as much as possible.
And did you say you think more people like Mizzou basketball than Mizzou football?
Yeah, like I grew up as a Mizzou basketball honk. I mean, I would watch the football, but they weren't always very fun to watch growing up.
Yeah.
But Missouri basketball always kind of seemed to be in it. So
Well, it was. The last 5 or 6 years or so, they couldn't draw flies to a Mizzou basketball game.
Just 2 tournament appearances, top 10 team.
Right. But a lot of times I was, like when I was a kid and growing up, I was more interested in what the basketball team was doing than the football team.
I think if St. Louis had more powerhouses like you have out in the Southwest, like Kickapoo and Rockbridge and schools like that seem to be...
Rockbridge is in Columbia.
No, it's Southwest Missouri.
It's in Columbia.
It's in Columbia.
Smack dab in the middle of the state.
It's Hickman and Rockbridge.
I go fishing in Rockbridge right there, and I go right through Southwest Missouri.
Well, then you're not at Rockbridge High School.
Rockbridge High School is in Columbia, Missouri.
I thought it was the same.
No.
All right, but Kickapoo.
Blue Springs.
Kickapoo, Blue Springs, Kickapoo, those are huge schools.
Blue Springs is in
5A.
Kansas City.
I said that.
That's kind of in that area.
No,
It's
Blue
outside of
Springs is
St. It's
outside
outside of
Kansas City.
St. Louis, is what I'm saying.
Kickapoo for sure.
Gosh.
And
Yeah, Kickapoo
Rockbridge
is in Springfield.
and Blue Springs, they're all outside of St. Louis, and they're powerhouses.
Yeah, not as much anymore. They're still decent, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
There's that one town that's a championship with Wright City or Webb City.
Webb City.
Yeah.
Webb City. Is that in
They're
the
small
Southwest?
schools. Yeah, that's down in
That's
Springfield,
that's where I was
Joplin
born
area?
and raised.
Really?
Yep, graduated in 2001.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they've won it. It's like a huge culture down there. football.
Yeah, was it 16 state championships since 1989, the most in Missouri history?
Maybe it will do.
Isn't Grant
Something like
Winstrom
that.
from there?
He is.
Yeah. I remember watching him play when I was in school too.
Did you play for them?
Oh God, no.
Why not?
I
You're a
have
big
no
old
talent.
walrus.
I have no talent whatsoever, agility whatsoever.
They couldn't put you on the
Nothing like
offensive
that.
line?
I can't move very well.
Why not?
I could just fall on people.
Why
but,
can't you move?
I'm just too lazy, Doug.
Well,
Not gonna lie.
all right.
But I was there every Friday night. Me and my grandpa, we went to every game.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, back in 2008, Grandpa had a heart attack, and the first when I finally got to see him about 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday morning, he said he was going to need a radio so he could listen to the game that night. So I'm like, yeah, he's all right. Yeah, it's just a whole different culture, just like basketball is a whole different culture here in St. Louis. You know, I hear more about basketball in when I did in St. Louis than I ever did back home.
Yeah.
So I'm with Jackie on that one.
There you go, Jackson.
Okay.
Woo!
But anyway.
Woo. Kenny Woo.
Nice.
No basketball
Thank
culture
you,
here.
TMA Walrus number 1, Steve
Okay.
Schmidt, North County phone lines. You're welcome to call in as well, 636-9004-TMA. Email it for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day, which comes your way in about a half hour. Then Jackson and I are going to go down the hallway. And we're going to deal with this as best we can.
I don't know how you guys do it. I walked into the
Our
break
will.
room yesterday, and ESPN was on. I walked out of here when you walked out of here. I walked in there, and your music was playing.
Well, we walk in, and we just go right away, Doug.
I mean, my God.
And they are loaded, and they are ready to come after
What
us.
are they angry about now?
Jackson likes basketball.
Yeah. I thought we were supposed to be this big basketball hotbed. I thought we just learned the lesson that we're basketball first here.
I think we are, but some people are slow to embrace it.
I like that jacket. Can you give me one?
This one?
Yeah, I like that.
You want his jacket?
It almost looks like kind of a corduroy.
It's a shell jacket. They call it a shell jacket.
Shell jacket?
Yeah, you want one?
Yeah, give me one.
I'll see what Ryder can do for you.
Good morning. If you're looking for a good dish to make the 6 grints attending your depressing dormitory football party, I heard Gangster Pete wrestle the gamey little muskrat away from the family of buzzards now occupying the strip mall you guys used to work out of between the Liquidation Christian bookstore and then No Credit, No Problem Carlot. Thanks. You guys see what's going on over there on the Hito page? Denny P is posting spicy little photos of his appendectomy scar.
Really? I haven't been over there forever.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. I don't think I've ever seen an appendectomy scar.
Well, if you go to Hito, you'll see plenty of them.
Is that right?
Are they big scars?
Yeah, one with C-section.
Big or little ones?
Well, I mean, you're going naked. You're going to see everything that's ever happened to somebody.
But I'm asking, is an appendectomy scar big? Is it long?
I don't know. It's just an incision, I think.
At Hito, they have a big sign that says, all scars welcome.
Yeah. It's a welcoming place. So Stephen Wildwood says Jackson refuses to play mic drops. Is that accurate? You're not playing them anymore?
No.
Marshy Marsh and the Playful Posse likes Stephen Wildwood's mic drops.
How could you not? I love Stephen Wildwood's mic drops.
Why aren't you
but-
playing him then, bro? He's mad.
Well, you know, like, it would be tough, like, in the middle of, like, we have Kerber on, and then just all of a sudden I just fire a mic drop off. Like, you know, that wouldn't be that'd be uncouth.
Yeah, it would.
So I don't think I'd do that. But, you know, if we see the opportunity, I'd love to play one. The last one he left was really good. Stephen Wildwood knows I love him. Or he should. He should know I love him.
The hairy back on Frog Dad will be great to hold on to when you're sharing a bed in Gatlinburg.
Oh.
Jake and
In case he tries to get away,
I've
you're
talked,
grabbing for back hair.
I've talked far too much about my buddy's topless. I've talked about my one buddy and his pepperoni nerps, and then the other buddy and his hairy back.
That's what this whole trip is about, isn't it? Getting to know each other a little bit better.
Yeah, getting to know each other
on a different level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hopefully they don't care. Unlike some of my Brown high school friends that'll...
Oh, Gail Volva's mad?
No, I'll just get a text and such and such heard you talking about her today.
Not to mention her hot body that looks hot in a bikini.
Most of the ones I talk about listen to the show, so they don't care. Except for Gail Volva.
Well,
Volva's
you talked about Potter
No, I
Varley.
can't
and
find her.
Turned out the whole town knew Potter Varley.
Yeah,
He's a big guy.
He's searching for Volva. I'd like to find her. I talked to Chris Bird a couple weeks ago. He has barely remembered her.
Now, who's Chris Bird?
He went out with Gail Volva.
Pay attention.
They live next door to each other, right across from the high school.
Bird and Volvo were neighbors.
I mean, they were right across. I mean, they could throw a football into the football stadium.
Literally the girl next door.
Yeah,
and they found love.
She was new. She moved in, and they hit it off right away.
Where'd she move from?
I don't know, but God, she was good looking.
You didn't have a chance with her.
No, Chris got her right away.
Yeah.
I mean, if she'd have moved into Lewis Avenue next to me, yeah. She moved on High School Drive.
You blame her parents for that?
Why would I blame her parents?
Because they moved into a different street. Should have moved on to Lewis Avenue.
Well, she didn't.
No.
I got Lulu Diaz.
She was your neighbor?
Who?
Lulu Diaz.
Lulu Diaz.
Who's going to be that next?
Lulu Diaz?
Yeah. She was, I think, maybe from
Guadalajara, Mexico.
Yeah, their family moved in, not down the street and down another street.
2 streets down.
Yeah.
So descriptive.
Oh, no, it was off of my street, but then it was like a side street.
Lewis Avenue, sure.
Yeah, she was a half a block away. And she was gorgeous.
Was she?
Yeah,
Little Spitfire?
Yeah. Me and Steve Dobrinick were fighting over her.
Yeah,
Who won out?
Dobrinick.
You or Dobry?
I did, and I think he won after that.
Oh, sounds like she was sporting. This segment where people who went to Brentwood High School in the 70s is brought to you by the Fabulous Fish Co. It's from KG and O-Town from across the hall.
Hey-o.
Who's this picture? Oh, it's SGO Kai?
Yeah, I sent you a picture of Kai and also Betty Houston.
That's Betty Houston?
The first picture's Betty Houston. I don't know if that's her in the second one.
Yeah. The second one looks...
Is that Sassy Pants?
Yeah, is that Sassy Pants? Let me pull this up here.
You got a Playboy
got a bunch
tattoo.
Got a bunch. I've lost my windows. Here we go, Iggy.
Oh, gosh.
Here you go. Is that Sassy
Jumping
Pants?
and bucking.
That's Sassy Pants. Sassy Pants thick.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Oh, there you go. Is that Betty Houston?
Okay.
She's like 22.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
Nothing, really.
Lulu Diaz is a made-up name if I've ever heard one. Fake, fake, fake. It's from NARS Loot Bar.
No, I gotta go find... I wonder if Steve Dobrinick's still around.
It sounds like somebody that Ray Liotta would have mentioned in Goodfellas. Like, there we were.
Yes.
Michael Diaz and Lulu Diaz.
No, I felt kind of bad because it was like on a... I'm trying to explain how Lewis is. Lewis, when you get halfway up Lewis, there's another side street. I think it's called Florence. And at the end of it, there was like a little patch of grass. And they built this like square box. And the family lived in there. I'm not saying
it's called a house.
But I mean, there was no roof. It was like this a square box. And her and her brother and her mother lived
She
there.
lived in a shed.
It was a shed?
No, it was just there was no shape to it other than a square.
Lulu Shed.
It didn't have a roof?
Yeah, but it wasn't a roof where water can come down. It was just a flat roof.
Yeah.
Gotcha. They lived in a box.
Somebody, Jackson's not able to monitor the YouTube chat today.
I guess
there's,
I can.
There's a friend from another land in there. Hello, everyone. My name is Hamid, and I am from the Chechen Republic. And then Kirk Bear writes to him, can you hear the breathing over yonder, Hamid?
Well, Hamid, it was fun. Peace and love to you.
This sounds like a nice neighborhood you grew up in. People are living in boxes.
No, there was no shape to it.
How big was this box?
Probably 2 rooms.
A 2-room box.
And they just built it on grass somewhere?
Yes, I don't know. It just seemed out of place. We didn't even know it was, and then she walked out one day and introduced herself.
Lulu Diaz.
Hi, I'm Lulu. I said, oh, wow.
You could have rescued her from this box living that she was involved in.
She was hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Wildwood is on the Steve Schmidt Kia North County phone lines.
Okay. Hello, Steve. Steve.
One more time.
Hey, boys!
Oh, there he is.
Well, you know his calls go like 30 minutes.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. All right, Iggy. Hey, I got advice for Jackie Boy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Please.
Park it in Benton Park on the west side there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're driving, but if you're going to be drinking, what are you going to do? There's no way you can get an Uber out of there. Just
That's what
skip
I'm
the
saying.
birthday party.
One more time?
Skip the birthday party.
No.
They'll have a birthday next year, too.
No.
He's not going to do that.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing you can do is stop drinking and park in Benton Park, walk over, crossing Russell there, You'll be scot free once you get west of there.
Yeah, all right. That's not a bad play. I don't know.
Yeah. You just get there at 9, start boozing, and then quit
9?
at noon and leave at 2.
9?
I'm getting there at 9. Aren't you in the all you can drink and eat?
No.
You're not?
No, I didn't steal those tickets.
Someone else did, huh?
Beyond me. No, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay. I didn't mean to pry.
You're good.
Stop your prying.
You're good. I just,
Right.
if I'm
All
gonna
right,
drive,
I was
like
trying to
it's
help
like,
you out, buddy.
I know, I appreciate it. I gotta come up with a game
55
plan.
degrees. They'll understand if you skip the birthday party. Come on.
Hey, no.
Once you get with it there, I mean, you're not going to want to leave.
Well, I don't.
Then don't go.
Ah! Well, you're gonna go there at 9 a.m. and be there till 6.
Well, I'm not going to be there till 6. I'll be passed out by 6.
You really want to start drinking at 9 a.m.?
It's all you can drink, Doug. You got to get there early.
Oh.
That means you have to drink as much as humanly
What do you do?
possible.
You just stand there, you watch a parade?
Well, so, like, if you go, I'm not part of the group of people west of Broadway watching the parade. East of Broadway, there's a bunch of corporate tents with food and drinks and bands and all kinds of stuff.
That's where you'll be.
Yes. Like DB's, they're advertising on there. They have one over there.
Okay.
See, it's on that side because they gate off Broadway, Doug.
Yeah.
So if you're east of Broadway, you can't get across until after the parade.
Oh.
So I'll be there from like 9 to 1 or 2, and then we'll probably walk through the masses to see what's going on. It's going to be a good day, though. 50s?
Yeah. It's going to be a
Perfect.
pony.
It'll be a total pony.
What are you going to be wearing?
Oh, probably just a sweater and slacks.
Those
jeans.
slacks.
My Mugsy.
Damn right.
Mugsy.
Nice.
That's what I'll be
Setting
wearing.
Jackson up for a live read. Thank you, Stephen Wildwood. We'll look forward to the mic drop. Stephen Wildwood will be there.
But you just cut him off.
What's the deal with your pant, Jackson?
I'll tell you about my pant.
Oh,
Mugsies. They're a special pant. You put them on, Doug, and it's like you're wearing an old friend.
I don't know that I want to.
It's like you. It's like you put them on, and they might be fresh out of the wrapper, but it's like, man, I feel like I've known these pants for years. It feels like I've gone on trips with these pants. It feels like I have grown closer to these pants.
Huh.
And what it allows you to do, it allows your balls to be on vacation.
Well.
And I think that's so key because there's not, it's tough. Not everyone can just go on vacation on a whim, but when you have Mugsies, it'll feel like your bottom half is on vacation. And on top of that, they're so stylish. And it's not just jeans, it's joggers, cashmere, jackets, flannels, staples that every guy needs in their closet. I got the jeans, I got the joggers, I got the shorts, all of them outstanding, feel great, and look even better. So head to Mugsy.com right now. Use the promo code TMA.
What's the promo code exactly?
TMA.
Yes. Sensitive?
Either way. And what it's going to do is going to get you 10% off your entire order with free shipping and free returns. Again, the promo code, Doug, TMA.
TMA, got it.
10% off your entire order. Free your balls once and for all and experience life-changing comfort.
The rest will follow. Nice.
With Mugsy.
Will you be wearing those in Gatlinburg with your guy friends?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, balls on vacation.
Yeah, I got swim trunks. I got me my next play from Mugsy. They got swimwear.
Oh, Bill. Maggie O'Brien's is a place you can free your balls as well. 2 locations downtown in South County. They renovated it, and it's ready for the dogs on March 4th as they open up their franchise's history right downtown, right across from Maggie O'Brien's. Got a shuttle service to and from Blues games, free parking. It's family-owned. Eddie McVeigh, legend, one of the all-time greats, friend of the show, sponsor of the Dotem Night Before Party. How do you do? So we know we're there.
Nice, yeah, that'd be great.
And you know what you're going to get?
What?
It's an Irish pub. It's been around for 40 years. You know you're going to get quality food and a great atmosphere. And on top of it, you are perfectly located for a Cardinals game, a Blues game, and, of course, the Dogs game. It's Maggie O'Brien, sponsor of our 9 o'clock hour, which we're in, but we're not really in because it's the Appliance Discounter's 8 o'clock hour, which we close out right now from the Michelob Ultra Studios. Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today coming your way in 20 minutes. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning After.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like a steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with the great Ryan Kelly. Long-time, unbelievable gallery here, too. Long-time title sponsor of TMA. Ryan, I mean, it's not just business with you, it's giving back. What are you doing, climbing mountains? What's going on with you?
Yeah, it's a great question. Obviously, the mortgage business is a top priority because we employ so many incredible people and we help people buy homes, refinance to get cash, all of that. So home loan experts, always top priority. But when we're not doing mortgages, we're always looking for ways to give back to the community. 8 years ago, started climbing mountains for Forensic Kids with Cancer right here in St. Louis, SSM Health Cardinal Glennon Hospital. And now, fast forward to today, that initiative is now a full foundation, the Keep Climbing Foundation. And you can learn about that at keepclimbingfoundation.org. We empower young women. We take care of our kids that are battling life-threatening disease, and we support our military. This year, we had 8 climbs, raised several $100,000, and we're looking forward to next year. And hey, listeners, you can get involved with one of our climbs. Learn more today at keepclimbingfoundation.org.
TMA knows how our walrus audience loves their meats. That's why we have teamed up with a local company that delivers high-quality, great-tasting meats straight to your door. Brush Creek Valley Farms is a direct-to-consumer family farm that raises, processes, and delivers pork and beef nationwide at cost-friendly prices. Go to brushcreekvalley.com to choose between their various box options. Build your own box or buy in bulk to have a great-tasting local beef and pork at all times. Brush Creek Valley Farms is offering 10% off any box by using the promo code TMA10 or 5% off any bulk order when you use TMA5. On top of that, if you subscribe to their monthly service, you'll receive an additional 10% off each order you make. Again, that's TMA10 for any box order, TMA5 for bulk orders, and an automatic 10% off when you subscribe. Go to brushcreekvalley.com to learn more about how you can get their meats in your mouth and support a local family farm. That's brushcreekvalley.com, high-quality meats for a lowbrow audience.
Hey, if you like the morning after, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN. HD1, by the way. It's sports talk with Tim McKernan and Action Jackson from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. each weekday, right after the morning after. It's the worst named show in the history of radio, but the content's pretty good, so check it out on 101 ESPN or get the podcast on the TMA app. The Tim McKernan Show podcast, featuring long-form interviews with people from the world of sports, politics, and entertainment.
And our guest today, Bill McClellan. Thanks so much for coming in.
Hey, my pleasure, Tim.
What's up, Caden?
Hi, how are you?
Joe Buck, our guest today.
Man, it's like I haven't seen you in years.
More than 500 episodes and counting, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts, including the TMA STL app. Get the app now at TMASTL.com. Hey, TMA boys and ladies. Throw on some beads and celebrate Mardi Gras at the DB's Tent in Soulard, Saturday, February 18th. Party under the huge heated tent on the parade route in Soulard with a premium open bar, tons of private restrooms, and in and out access. Hello. Live music on the 360 Vodka stage from the Teenage Dirtbags, Mod Sun, and the Nitty Gritty Dirtbags. Giveaways on site courtesy of Johnny Brock's Dungeon Party Warehouse. Must be 21 or older. Tickets are on sale now. Get all the details and find the link to purchase your tickets for the Mardi Gras DB's Tent in Soulard at dbsportsbar.com. Brought to you by Jameson, High Noon, and Randall's Wines and Spirits.
Okay.
Hot takes.
Yeah.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
And now the Pepperoncini Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at TMASTL.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
105.7 HD2, the Ryan Kelly Morning After.
Remix. Carly, check out this remix Jackson made.
You never seen usual in the flesh.
Jackson tucked this in his lap.
Cut your teeth on Champions Ring.
Did you use GarageBand?
Yeah.
We are proud of our dress.
Hi, honey.
Carly is in the studio here.
And a
Ken Stroh
baseball
just rejoined us. She's taking
Everyone's
Jackson's
envy. But every team is like Wainwright's curveball, Carpenter's on base again. Yachty calls a perfect game. Beltron's clutch again. It don't seem fair.
You're still winning games in your dream. But everybody's like holidays, RBIs, Cosmos, great defense, October freeze, back again, changes scale, another fence. You don't care. Keep watching us from your chair. You will never be Cardinals.
Doug, you'll never be Cardinals.
No, none of us will be.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ryan Kelly Morning After. We're in the Michelob Ultra studio. Send your emails in for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day. It's coming your way in about 15 minutes, but what a treat as Carly is in studio, sitting in Iggy's chair. So go rush to YouTube right now, youtube.com/TMASTL, and you can see Carly as she is going to reveal what Iggy got for her when in Jamaica. Carly, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Tim.
It's wonderful to see you in here.
You too.
You're right on time at 9:30, Doug, like a real show. At 9:30,
Right.
she was here.
We have someone on our show who's not necessarily punctual.
Oh.
He'll come back in 10, 15 minutes after a break.
Yeah.
No, it's not that long. Don't exaggerate.
Well, 5, 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Sometime.
well,
Yeah.
do a couple live spots, you don't miss me.
Oh. Well, we always miss you.
She don't need to hear that.
Okay,
So
sorry.
you have a problem? She don't need to hear that.
You don't need to hear that.
I really don't.
No, the reason I
Doesn't-
asked Carly to come in is
doesn't
because
need
I get tired of the misinformation on the text inbox.
Yeah.
I brought Carly back a shirt. I said that I actually passed on golf with you boys to go into town to get this because I couldn't get it at the shop at Sandals. And people say, she didn't ask for this shirt. You're trying to suck up. She didn't want the shirt. She hated the shirt. She doesn't even know what you're doing. Just all kinds of BS.
Right.
So I just wanted you to come in and say, how did the shirt thing all come about?
Okay. I like to live my life in humor and jest. I had one of these shirts years ago. I got it on a family vacation. The bikini and the Hooters and such. I just think it's so fun. And it just got so old, and I even have one that's.
Oh, you brought it in.
Yeah, of course I brought it in.
Yeah, she brought it in.
Here it is. Everybody on YouTube's going to get a chance to see it.
Well, first, I even have one that's dog size, so I have...
Oh, nice.
Oh, your dog got one. Iggy
well,
bought
Iggy
one.
didn't get this one. This is an old one, but it matched my old one.
I see.
And so I was like, oh, well, I don't have my old one, but I need a new one to match my dog's one.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, Iggy, I don't have, I need a new bikini shirt to match my dog's bikini shirt.
Absolutely you do. Yeah.
When you're on your vacation, do you mind easily picking me up a new bikini shirt? So he's like, certainly. So I didn't know that he had to pay a toll under a bridge and then cross under a moat to get this freaking shirt.
I mean, I had to pay the cab driver, but
Yeah, I didn't know you had to do all that. I'm so
it was
sorry.
nice going into town, though. I hadn't
Was
left
it
the
nice?
resort, and I've only been to Ocho Rios once. I always go to Negril. So it was good to see the town a little bit, and got into the shopping area and enjoy those little shops. And I bought myself a Jamaican soccer shirt. So it was well worth it, but I'm glad I could find it because they didn't have it at the resort.
I'm so, you know what, that makes me so happy. But okay, here's the thing.
What is it?
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you.
Go. Got to watch on YouTube right now. You got to see this.
I don't know if...
You don't like the shirt, do you?
Sounds like it might be
just
problem.
It's teetering on the border of what the people call blackface.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Oh, boy.
No, it's
And
like,
I don't know if that's a devil that I want to dance with.
it's Jamaican colors. It's green
But the skin
and yellow.
tone is not her at all.
Yeah, well, it's from Jamaica.
Yeah.
There's Carly's initial one, more of a...
Even in the privacy of my
Light
own
skin.
home, I don't know if I, in good conscience,
think you're making the
could
right choice.
skip
there,
around
Carly.
in it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
There was
Oh, no.
Doug, the spirit of this gift now.
If you would have sent me a picture of the one you got for your dog, I would have looked for one like that. But
They don't match.
I mean, I liked it because it was Jamaican colors and it said Jamaican. And
Oh, there's your ass.
Oh, jump scare.
So you're not going to wear this?
Well, you wear it.
I'm not going to
Why
wear
don't you
that.
wear?
No.
Yeah. That's
What do we think, though?
I don't know.
Let's
be honest
take
with
a
you,
poll.
Iggy,
It's tough.
it does look to be most likely somebody of African descent, and then for Carly is a white lady to be wearing it might be what we call, Jackson, problematic.
I think that's
well,
a
to be honest
very
with you,
fair
I didn't
assumption.
think about that. I just
Look at
thought it was
you.
a nice Jamaican color and it was Jamaican
Ken sees no
themed.
color.
So I get what you're coming from, but
Here's my
that wasn't my
noise.
thought process. I didn't even think about that, to be honest with you.
I didn't at first either necessarily, and then I was like, "Oh, Mike Ryder, look, you know, Iggy got me my shirt," and he's like, "You can't wear that, you dumb idiot."
Oh gosh.
Now I feel bad that I probably should have thought about
You
it.
got to go back to Jamaica and get another one.
Yeah.
But
You have to fly all the way back.
I was just thinking, hey, it's Jamaican. It's a Jamaican theme. I love it.
I love a Jamaican theme.
Oh.
We sure do.
Well, can you paint over that or something? A lighter color, skin tone? Is there any way you can save it?
You know what? I'll think about that, Doug.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be,
we'll go
that might
back
be the
again.
solution is to paint it.
Yeah.
Carly, good morning. I'm a black man. Please do not wear this anywhere. Thank you.
So that's the story of that shirt.
There it is. Wow.
Doggone it.
Boy, Iggy.
You try to
all
do
that
something
effort.
nice.
They'll give it to me. I'll go back and exchange it.
So you will fly back down.
What'd you pay for that shirt?
It's none of your business.
I'm gonna. I was well, and on my way here, I didn't have time, but I want to get you a giant box of whatever cigarettes you smoke. I've
Salem.
heard it's the Salem Gold Box menthol,
I don't.
the size of a baby shark. However many, because of all of the
I don't need it.
bridge trolls you had to pay tolls
That
to or
was-
whatever you did.
That was my gift to you.
Yeah, and this is gonna be my gift to you because I don't know what's going through your head to make sure you think this is good.
Oh, now he's crestfallen.
Oh, he's taking a shot.
Oh.
No, I didn't even think about it when I bought it. I thought it was cool looking. It was from Jamaica.
You know, we love Jamaicans.
I should have just brought you back some coffee.
I love you.
I brought Learn some coffee back.
Yeah, because you love. We know you love your.
Well, you
Learn.
know I love you. That's why I went and got it.
I know. Thank you.
Passed up golf for that.
I know. We know.
No, she doesn't like it.
No, it was worth it. My cab driver was perfect. She actually got on the phone because I said, I can't find this anywhere. I said it's not in the shop. They never even heard of it. And I just went to images. I typed in cool bikini shirt, and it came up. And I actually showed the cab driver. And when she picked me up, she got on the phone and started making. She was talking patois, so I didn't understand her.
Patois.
And she, I know where to go. They have it for you. They found it. Let's go. Went in town. She goes, yeah, I called about the shirt. Bang, pulled it right off the rack.
Oh. Would it be possible for you to order one of these that you like on Amazon and then return the one you don't like?
I don't think they'll take one back from Jamaica if it's not from Amazon.
I don't know.
I don't think that's ethical.
It's certainly not ethical, but you might get the shirt that you so desire.
And that was the point, too. Some of the texters, why didn't you just order from Amazon? You know, the one that said Jamaica on it.
It does say Jamaica. I wanted, you know, yes.
Mm-hmm. You're right on with that comment. Well, I don't know how we fix this at all.
I don't either.
just
You don't
keep
have a
it-
solution?
keep it
I
as-
thought you would have a
Well,
solution.
I thought the Amazon solution might work.
I don't like that one.
Carly, a number of the listeners who were texting in felt like this was a bit of a simp gesture on the part of Iggy. How do you feel about that?
I asked Iggy for a favor, and he went through great lengths to complete that favor.
He did.
I wish I would have known the great lengths that it took to complete that favor, and I would have said, "Please do not do that."
Oh.
And I
I still would've
appreciate
done
appreciate the great lengths, though.
I would have
Tell him to shut up.
Yeah,
texters, can you please shut up?
That usually goes well.
Tell him to knock that off.
There's no simp involved. I mean,
Yeah. No, he ain't. He's not simping.
I love Carly like a little sister.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been friends for a long time. We went to Gaga together.
Yeah. And I love Iggy like a grandfather.
So you see it a little different.
It was like it was already not going well, and then you had that.
I probably should have said, like, love her like a granddaughter.
Sister, you know. Your sister would mean that she's about your age.
Well, my mom could have had me when she was 18 and then had another baby when she was like 40-something.
50, yeah.
Which is what she did anyway, so.
Oh, well, could be then.
Flirty.
Yeah, we're Catholic.
Johnny Johnson has a text here, Iggy, if you're answering questions. Tim, can I ask a question? Did Ken get any males at the station a gift whilst in Jamaica? That's from Johnny Johnson.
They didn't ask, did they?
Nobody asked for
Yeah.
anything,
Johnny
so-
Johnson, there's your answer.
Johnny Johnson?
If Donnie Fandango, he collects T-shirts. If you'd have asked, can you find me a Jamaican shirt, I'd have brought something back for Donnie.
Maybe he wants this one.
This would be perfect.
Yeah, you can wear it like
Say,
a
hey,
nice
Donnie,
shirt.
I heard you collect T-shirts. I got you one.
I already gave him one. I gave him one, an old Beatles shirt I had from Busch Stadium that I gave him.
From Jamaica?
No, I just had an old shirt from Beatles 1966 Busch Stadium. I gave
See, look, Johnny Johnson, he's passing out gifts to everyone around here.
That's correct, Johnny.
No, that was from my collection at home.
So you're giving him people used
It was
things?
still on the wrapping.
Used
From just around your home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
I just wanted to
maybe you can
confirm.
wear that like a nightshirt, wear it around the house or something.
Just don't answer the
She's
door.
not going to wear it.
Do not answer the door under any circumstance.
Right. If she runs for governor in a few years, they're going to look back at a picture of her wearing this T-shirt and say, you're now disqualified.
You're out.
Guys, this gal's fantastic. Make her a co-host. That's from Flocky the Smurf, Carly.
Oh, look at you, Carly.
People
love.
People don't know how talented Carly is if you don't know who she is. I mean,
Doug,
she
if you
is...
don't know her...
Well, yeah, if you didn't know who she
if
was, you wouldn't know.
You would know, but I'm just telling you how talented this girl is.
Thank you, Iggy.
Killed it on the Blues games. I say that sincerely.
Thank you so much.
For
And I
real.
just-
Thank
for
you.
real.
And I just watched her last movie with Clayton. Is it Clayton?
Doug?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yep.
it was great.
You're in
I'm
a
gonna-
movie with
Yeah.
Clayton?
Doug, you don't know anything about... Doug, you
No.
just found out today that I work here, and
Yeah.
I say hi to you.
Pleasant
constantly.
surprise.
You literally...
I
Yeah.
don't get out much.
I saw you out at the Albert Pujols Foundation thing, and I was like, hi, Doug, and you go, hi. And then I saw you the next day. I was like, you didn't know that was me, did you? And you're like, hi. No, I had no idea.
No.
No. No.
Doug has ladies walk up to him all the time.
And that's what he said. He's like, I have people saying hi to me all the time. I was like, I
I
bet
had
you
one
do.
last night. I was walking out of the Enterprise Center, and a lady says, your shoe's untied. I said, well, that's okay. And she bent down and tied my shoe.
Oh, my
Complete
God.
Oh, my
stranger.
God.
So subservient.
King.
King. Maybe you were an envelope.
She was hitting
I
on you
don't
for
know.
sure.
Well, she was there with a guy.
Oh,
Maybe it was an MMO.
It was a cuck thing.
Could well have been a cuck thing. He got cucked for the shoe tying.
Yeah.
All hell Iggy,
Yeah.
king of the simps. That's from Arbor Day.
do you even know what a simp is?
Yeah, don't get angry now.
She's already told you what happened, and they're still coming in.
Beer Cats has some thoughts on this situation. Missing golf in Jamaica to buy this dumb shirt is almost as bad as missing a blues game for a Hoosier concert at a pool hall. That's from Beer Cats.
To each their own. I promised I would go to the concert. I went to the concert. I don't go back on my promises.
No.
I promised I'd get a shirt. I got a shirt.
You did.
Promised I'd go see Jackal. I went to Jackal.
That's exactly what you did.
You're loyal like a Labrador Retriever. And
I am very loyal. I think.
Yeah.
He went with one of our married listeners' wives.
No, it wasn't. She's not a listener.
She's not a listener, so she doesn't know.
So she's just married.
Right. It would have been worse had she been a listener.
Yeah.
But just being married, that's okay.
Yeah.
There's no chance of them getting back together, so I consider them divorced.
Okay.
They just haven't gotten around to signing the papers yet.
That's so much better. Thank you for clearing that up.
I've been waiting this marriage out for a while.
Carly, thank you so much for coming by the program and showing us what is Doug now being described as problematic.
Absolutely. Don't do blackface, you guys. It's so bad.
Yep, there you go. That's good advice right there.
And for people who don't know, Carly does our voiceover for the now gone Pepper and Jeannie show.
Oh my God, it's gone?
Anyways,
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Yeah. It's KG No Time.
Wow.
Let's bring it back.
The open was great, though. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
That's part of the show.
It's been an exciting first day on the job for you.
Welcome aboard here at Hubbard. Thank you, Carly. Ladies and gentlemen, the great
Well, all
Carly.
right, thank you, Carly.
Showing us why that T-shirt might not necessarily be something she can.
Stop by HR, get your health insurance.
Seriously, didn't cross my mind.
Jackson, you are wealthy beyond your dreams, and part of that is because Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies. 314-889-0503 or go online at evergreenstl.com. Tell me about Mark.
He's the great communicator.
Yeah,
You know, Ronald Reagan is the great communicator.
No, I remember vividly you saying that Mark Hanna's the great communicator. I'm just repeating your words, but I agree with it.
We can
because,
play them back for you, Doug.
Right, because it's not just the wisdom of the financial strategy, it's the way he conveys it to his clients. And I think that's so important. That's what separates him from the rest of the pack, because he doesn't give you a cookie-cutter plan. It's custom-made for you, not just on your age or the money you make. He learns about you, educates you on the plan. Then you have to make an adjustment or change later down the road. What he does is you get on the phone with him, and you'll feel better getting off the phone than when you got on the phone. And that is what's so key. So if you don't have anybody, I highly suggest the great Mark Hanna, because he's the great communicator.
And he's a life Sherpa as much as anything.
He really is.
Exactly
He's good
right.
people. It's Mark Hanna. Evergreen Wealth Strategies, 314-889-0503, or you can go online at evergreenstl.com. Coming up on a balloon party in about 15 minutes, Jackson, I know you've prepared a wonderful banquet all the listeners who join us by heading down the hallway. What do we have? What do we have prepared?
A little pill 6-shooter, as always, the Friday
You
tradition.
love that 6-shooter.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
Okay, stop that.
What? It's a Friday tradition.
All right. Carly's worried about making sounds.
Don't worry about making noise. Seriously.
Barge in and out.
Yeah.
God, she didn't like us.
There goes Carly.
Okay. Well, she didn't like the shirt much. I am so sorry that went poorly, Iggy. You tried. You did all you could.
I didn't even think of.
Yeah.
Guys, I bet if the dried Funyun wore glasses that weren't made for a 19th century American Girl doll, he'd have noticed he bought an offensive gift for a nice kiddo like Carly. That's from the Dogtown Astronaut. Hey guys, I've ever told you why they call me Cool Bikini Shirt. It's because one time I Googled a cool bikini shirt and my cab driver said something, and oh boy. Also, I've ever told you why they call me Skipped Golf. Also, why they call me Promises. That's from Chris Raby.
They call me Promises.
Nobody's ever called me Skip. My brother's name is Skip.
Right. Yeah, sure. Your pockets.
Didn't you promise to pay your entry fee into Pick 6?
I knew that was coming. Right, the second you said they keep my promises, I knew that was coming.
It's in the weightlifting podcast.
I didn't need to promise anything because it wasn't my bet.
Yeah.
It'll never stop.
No,
no matter how much you explain it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish you wouldn't have brought on the shirt. Now I got to put up with that.
Just adds another layer.
He's the simp fish with the simp face, buying gifts for uninterested girls all over the place. You can act like a man.
Oh.
That's from Arbor Day.
Gosh.
I'm wearing my Godfather socks. Shout out to Arbor Day. Marlon Brando right there.
I almost wore my Learn socks today, but I didn't.
You've learned socks?
You have socks
Is
with
that an
Learn's
HR
picture on
situation?
them?
No, I got that in the unboxing back in the when I did all those unboxings. Somebody sent me a pair of socks with Learn's picture on it. She's seen them.
And you've worn them in here?
Yeah.
Wow.
What did she think of them?
She liked them.
Did she?
They're socks.
So we tore that weekend up. It was epic, and I was super stoked.
I saw a new one of him in another meeting, trying to get passed where normal people can just go out on yachts for free.
That guy's a legend.
Ken has now surpassed the pale diaper boy Rick in the Simpin' Power Rankings with this episode. That's from Little Tommy Tribbins, Texter of the Year.
What have I displayed simping tendencies?
Yeah, when have you simped?
I can't remember any time.
You haven't. Either have I. How is this a simp? Well, God forbid. I mean, if you had any friends, you would know that you do things for friends. That's not simping.
Right.
But you don't have any, so...
KG in O-Town is texting in from across the hallway.
Yeah, that's just what people that actually say they're part of the show text in. Have I ever texted you in, Tim?
You've texted in before. You texted in a picture of Lana Rhodes.
Hashtag Lana Rhodes.
That toothless picture of Lana Rhodes. You walked right into that one.
That's one. He's done it 10 times today.
He says, I would have never put Cassie in that kind of position. And also said, simping ain't easy.
Well, Cassie doesn't know who you are, so there's a difference there.
Oh, they did a podcast.
You think she remembers it? Well, I guess you would. It's probably the only one she's done.
You arguing with yourself, bro?
Yeah, I just changed my mind that I remember it's the only podcast she's done, so...
Doug, just such a tense dynamic right now.
I know, it really is. I'm just concerned about this shirt. You went out of your way to get this shirt, and now she can't wear it.
Well, it's the thought that counts, Doug.
Is there really no way you could color that shirt a little bit?
It's not my shirt. I mean, Carly can do what she wants with it. I don't care.
I wonder if Flanagan could do something.
All you're doing is if you wear it, you're promoting the Jamaican culture. I don't think you're doing anything wrong.
No, you're not. But in this day and age,
well, that's
someone
true.
would find a problem
you
with
can
it.
find something wrong. She's just, promoting the Jamaican culture, which is a great culture. They're great people.
The good news is you still had a good couple hours smoking darts and traveling in Jamaica. What's the big deal wasting 2/3 of a vacation in a war-torn city looking for a T-shirt that can be found at the fruit stand off of Hazelwood Boulevard? Thanks. But seriously, my cab driver was great.
No.
Well, go find a fruit stand that has a shirt that says Jamaica on it.
Apparently, there's one in Hazelwood.
Fruit stands have websites.
Just like I told
the old Chevy plant.
Just like I told these people, that, go find Jamaican coffee. Go find Blue Mountain Coffee at your local grocery store.
Can't.
And they're posting pictures. Yeah, right here, you idiot.
Oh.
It's $6.95 a pound. It says Jamaican blend. You don't know the difference. Idiots.
Oh, these people don't know coffee like you do.
Well, it's a very good coffee. It's one of the best in the world. So whenever you go to Jamaica, you bring back Blue Mountain coffee because it's very expensive here. It's expensive there, but it's
What
more
makes it so expensive?
because it's grown in the mountains.
So
Takes a lot of time and effort to make it, and it's great. It's the best coffee in the world. Just like you buy the best wine in the world, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than 19 Crimes.
Speak to me.
I still don't know what this means.
Tell me what you see.
It always works.
But yeah, you think you out me.
Play that on Blue Party.
You think you out me
Black
on these
loafers,
things. This
it
guy
always
I know he's talking about. Look, this right here. I got this at Schnucks. Yeah.
19 Crimes is bad wine?
No,
Yeah, that was a shot out of nowhere.
Well, I'm talking about the prices. I mean, I think it's a good wine for the price, but you know, $11 compared to $250.
Yeah.
But anyway, no. When it says blend, that's not Blue Mountain coffee.
Well, what is it then?
It's probably 2% Blue Mountain coffee, 98% something else.
Oh.
Crystal City Clam member says he thinks we should sell a black woman bikini in the TMA steel shop.
Unless we're trying to self-sabotage.
Mm.
Oh, God. I can't win for doing anything.
Mm.
I mean, you had to think you're going to wear this one a little bit.
Is KG in O-Town in the running for Hubbard Employee of the Month? He is a team player that clearly has want to. That's from Mrs. Janny Shannon.
Yeah.
Part-time. Let me get out in front of that. Part-time.
Well, if that.
Oh. You either are part-time or you're not.
Seasonal season.
Fill in.
Was there another T-shirt you could have chosen at the store?
I think they were both the same. One had the Jamaican bikini colors, and the other one's a different color. And I just thought Jamaican colors look good. Believe me, when I looked at it, I'd say, African American colors.
Well, it'd be Jamaican.
Well, it's Jamaican colors. I didn't think about the color. I thought about where it was from.
Understood.
Doug, it was a wonderful gesture, and to me,
it was.
Carly appreciates the gesture, all the time that went into it. Unfortunately, she won't be able to wear the shirt outside of her home with the blinds drawn.
No.
For all under the windows.
Well, she can wear her dog can put his on and her on, and then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
People just get so upset.
Well, it went sour. The whole thing went sour.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. Jackson and I got to go down the hallway for the Little Piddle 6-shooter at 10 o'clock. Here we go.
Oh, they should be fun.
Buck Swope has been having a huge month. I think he's live for the TMA Listener of the Month presented by Milagro Tequila.
Oh,
Have you filtered? Have you had a chance to filter?
Oh, I filtered.
All right, there we go. You know who Iggy never met? A guy named Butch. And if he did, he sure as hell didn't have a hot sister. Number 2, Rockbridge ain't South. It's just not. You see, I've been to Rockbridge. It was state football. Phineas was my boyfriend was the quarterback. Sadly, my jubilation from them winning turned into emotional horror when he left with cheerleader Claude. And he was my ride home. So I started to hitch it on Highway 95. Up came a LeBaron convertible. He said, I'm headed to my Columbia dorm to finish a sports journalism term paper. Hop on in.
Term paper.
After I poured my heart out to him, he said, best thing to do is jump back on that horse. And that horse is hanging out in my unzipped khakis.
Oh.
I was all in, loading that engorged horse up with gobs of my saliva.
No.
Doug, that's from a first name is Jack, and then the last name is Hitoff.
Jack Hitoff. It's German.
And Young, I missed the drops. Thanks, and stay tuned. That's from number 1 Asian intern Brian Henshin, a.k.a. ASMR Ting Ting 3.4. The Spring is Springing edition. First 50 subs get a coupon for buy 2, get 1 25% off a hacky sack of Blue Mountain coffee. Once we hit our next millie, one lucky white will receive a potentially offensive T-shirt from Old Country.
Brian Henshin.
I don't think he's done yet.
Oh, my God.
Hey, guys, this is an APB for my wife. Sure, we've been through some things. Who hasn't? But I found it odd when an 83-year-old man pulled into the driveway last night and the car his boss had bartered for him to be able to get his 14-hour and 7-minute per week job wearing a city red XXXL polo buttoned all the way to the top. But I love her. And I knew if I objected, it would only push her further away. She said she'd be back after Jackal finished playing their 7th rendition of Lumberjack, reminiscent of Hove and Yee, doing N-bombs in Paris. But she never came home last night. I've called the banquet center, bingo hall, billiards room where the concert was. They confirmed they were the only two people there, and there was a surveillance video of that same man in a Missy Elliott trash bag coat walking her to the car, pouring something into a washcloth, and then the feed cut out. If anyone has seen or heard from her, I miss her dearly. And if she wants to be Eskimo sisters with Tony Lima's niece and Sherman Helmsley's wife, I'm okay with that. Just come home. If young Pop-Pop don't trust you, I'ma shoot you.
Oh, gosh.
They do have rock and roll bingo, I think, on Monday or Tuesday.
I don't mind bingo. It's kind of fun. If young Pop-Pop, I'm going to shoot you.
That's right. Pop-Pop. I wore this coat last night, so I think.
You got the ticket in there?
Yeah, here, you can give it away if you want.
Oh, there's a nice gift.
Right on the board. Throw it right on the board.
Let's see what we got. You know who Iggy never met? Oh, no, that's already been said. Just when I thought Jackson's deliverance trip to the Smokies couldn't get any gayer, we learned about his unnamed buddy with the big pepperoni nerps, who, if provisions run low, they will be suckling on that teat bro. At this rate, I fully expect Chase Richard to be there doing rails in a hot tub with Andy Dick as Weezer showers with all of his Jackson's friends, all while Jackson pleasures himself in the corner to highlights of DeAndre Golston's buzzer beater over Tennessee.
Good material.
I know a lot about late-night Snapchatting married women, and it's great. How's Ken Strode?
Oh,
we're going to bring that back. How about that whole deal? Did Iggy seriously equate his sending late-night Snapchats to this person to Larry Nichols, sending late-night Snapchats to thousands of people? He's a horse's ass for doing that.
Oh, gosh.
Last time I checked, Larry Nichols has not admitted to DMing women nude selfies of his uncut anteater, nor has Larry repeatedly boasted on air about all the married women he's banged. It's true, it's damn true. That's Buck Swope.
Nice little email, Buck Swope.
Hey, can't throw his ticket away?
You got uncut anteater in there, and he's a horse's ass for doing it.
That's right.
All in one email.
All in it. And finally, morning. Pretty cool you guys broadcast Iggy's audible eye roll toward KG and O-Town's direction after mentioning his potential sit-down with the Rebecca Black of 2023 during his Palm Beach trip. A little tense, but nothing too bad until Tim asked KG if he and his wife could tag along. Like Sal the stockbroker, raging with jealousy and anger when Howard went out of his way to invite everyone to his wedding except for him. Iggy finally snapped, yelling, sure, I'm sure you can land her for an interview because I doubt there's a ton of demand for someone like her. And I didn't want to go on a real vacation with my old boss and new boss anyways. Not with you, not with Tim, and not with his wife.
No.
Plus, I'm busy that weekend Snapchatting Lister's mom, playing my cartoon phone game, and going to my sister's brother's niece's wedding. What's so hard to understand about that? If you want to hear interviews with people you actually care about, head on down that street. And when you get halfway down, start heading down that other street. There you will find a patch of grass, and on that patch of grass will be a box. Open that box, and there you will find my interviews with Lady Gaga's makeup artist, a Hoosier girl from Alabama doing an Auckland accent, and a girl with blue hair from a commercial I liked that aired in between the 32 hours of a cartoon pirate show I watched yesterday. Thanks. That comes from not sure if I've mentioned it yet today, but you guys hear about that thing I'm doing where I'm not commenting on the fan page anymore out of some weird form of volunteer martyrdom that nobody cares about. Now, Jackson, get your ass over here and give me your jacket.
Not sure if I mentioned it today. He's new.
That's what we have for the designer.
There were some good ones there. Brian Henson had a pretty good day. But I got to go with Buck Swope. I thought he had a very nice little email.
I mean, you're just talk about simp.
Doug, you a Swope simp?
No, I just thought it was a very nice little email.
Yeah, I thought the last one was good, and that's who Tim's going to vote for. I'm going to go with Henshin.
It was actually a bad read. I'm going with Henshin as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I loved a lot of the emails today, but I liked Henshin and the whites from Old Country.
Yeah. And the hacky sack of Blue Mountain Coffee.
Brian Henshin is one that is Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day, and I guess he gets a printout of Iggy's ticket to Jackal.
I threw that in the garbage.
That's the prize?
You can have it if you want.
Why would anyone want that?
Jackson and I are heading down the hallway now. We're going to go deal with the situation on Balloon Party. It's presented by Munganess St. Louis Acura. Time for us to shut it down. For Action Jackson, filling in for the Plowhawk, for KG and O-Town, for Kenneth Iggy Strode, for my brother Kevin, for Douglas Sullivan Vaughn, I'm Tim McKernan. This has been the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Hey, if you like the morning after, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN. HD1, by the way.